Yo, what is good, everybody? What's poppin'? Game's a little loud. Oh my goodness. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I honestly don't know for the shorts tab how I should have this objectives window. Like, I don't know. No, I might. Hold on. I'm gonna try. Nah, we'll leave it for now. Or we'll let's take off the color key. Or make it not as strong. Nah, that don't really help it much. Alright, well, we're just gonna rock this. Cool. See if that makes things a little easier to follow for some people. Alright, pulling up TikTok shot, then we're going to start. So, we're just doing a rando race against my homie, the Frozen Cavern, and we're going to do the normal yaps that we have while playing rando. Yo, what's good, Brandon? What's good, Shaw? What's good, tall man? Vanitas? Yo, chat, I'm kind of excited. Like, we got probably what, I don't know about view-wise, but, like, we have probably what is going to be our biggest Datascape episode coming very soon, which I'm pretty excited about. That is locked in 100% as of now, so I'm pretty happy. All right, Cavern, you ready?
Yep.
All right, in 3. Whoa, what the? Okay, there we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, Spidey, what's poppin'? I want Resident Evil... Wait, I want DLC for Resident Evil 9? Does Resident Evil usually do DLC? I don't play enough RE to know, like, if they do or don't.
It does.
They do? Okay. Like, for
I think
every...
it's done it ever since, 5. I think 6 might not have, but I know 5 and,
Okay.
5, 7, and 8 do.
I know you're a decently big RE fan, Cavern, or from my understanding, I normally see you play RE. How many games have you played?
I played 1 remake, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 original, 5, 6, and 9.
Okay. Nice. I don't think I've finished a single RE game. I've sampled like 3 though. Sampled RE2 remake. Biohazard 4. That's it. It's not more in the drought of KH content, but appreciate the KH content we have. True. I mean, hey, you know, we just do these tiles as a bit at this point. We have, because also it is what's happening right now. I saw it on Twitter this morning. I actually thought we were going to avoid it this year, but we still have people doing it. It's crazy because I legit think people will accept nothing less than a trailer. Because Nomura came out with an artwork, and admittedly, it was like a small thing, right? But Nomura came out with an artwork saying we're working towards the 25th anniversary after seeing like a lot of the backlash, I guess, that there was for the for not celebrating KH2's anniversary, not even tweeting about like the other KH anniversary. Like it's Nomura came out and was like, we're working towards the 25th, and which basically, to me, way I take that is we're not getting no news, no nothing, no screenshots, no anything till next year, till next March, next April of 2027. But that don't stop people, despite the 4 years we've had of nothing but a canceled game and a screenshot. That does not stop people from being like, hey, bro, he didn't say we wouldn't get anything this year. And I'm like, come on, man. Look, come on. Like, let's take what we can get. You know what I mean? Now, it sounds like I'm being a doomer. That does not mean I don't want something next year or this year. That does not mean I don't want something this year. Like, shoot, if they want to come out early, swinging, hyping us up for that event, for that whatever it is that we get, probably just a trailer, to be honest, I'm about it. I'm all about it. You know, I will be ecstatic. I will be so happy about that. I'm not against that. But I'm just letting you know where I'm at. I think I'm gonna just take Nomura at his word, and they're working towards the 25th. So they're working towards an announcement at the 25th or something. They're working towards something at the 25th. That's where my head's at, and that's where I think that's where it's cozy. That's where I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with that. I'm all right with knowing, because knowing's better than not knowing, in my opinion. Like, I think it would have been way worse if I went through this entire year not knowing when we'd get something. Theorizing, speculating about the 25th, but not actually knowing. Now we know, and knowing is power. That's what we want. I'd accept a trailer or even just screenshots, but I need something. I get you. I get you. Oh, yeah, that artwork was great. Nomura still got it. It's interesting because Nomura over the past decade has been going with this like kind of scratchier artistic approach. Like you could tell the artwork is definitely like transferred mostly from like paper to straight up transfer from paper to like digital, or however he's doing it, right? That's cool. I like that. I'm dumb. I went to the wait. Actually, hold on. I don't gotta do that. Yeah, I do. I went to the wrong place, chat. I went to the wrong place. I thought about playing Promise Charm on these Seeds Cavern, but the issue is I can't like make it so that objectives don't pop up, so it'd be kind of weird, you know what I mean? Yo, what's good, D. Lombardo? How you doing? And yo, what's good, Chris? Hope you're doing well. No, I want it now. Hey, my fault. Yo, what's good, Epic? And Hero Vast, what's poppin'? Sorry for saying it late. What's good? What's good, everybody? Got the normal after hours peeps. Ooh. If Cavern didn't join me in this rando, we were probably just gonna play KH3 tonight. I was gonna grab more footage for the KH3 thing we were doing the other day. Oh, wait, I still didn't go to the place I meant to go. I mean, it's good though, because as an artist, like, do you want to draw the exact? I mean, everyone has an art style, right? But do you want to draw? If you ask any artist, like, would you want them to draw the exact same way forever? Like, ask that to any creative. Like, Kyron, do you want to make the same exact videos forever, bro? Oh no, this is not the vibe. Like, no one wants to do that.
Yeah, I think most people tend not to, especially after like a decent long time. They usually change something up at some point, or at the very least, they take a break from it for a while.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. I like old school, old One Piece art style more than the current like off art styles, mostly because it's just like, I don't know. One of my favorite things about older anime, especially that early 2000s, 90s like anime style, is I like the grit that they kind of have. Like, you think of Dragon Ball Z, you think of Naruto, you think of a lot of just the earlier shonen, right? They have this kind of like grit to them. They're not like overly saturated, they're not overly colorful, they're not overly really anything. But they have they have a tone that just matches their medium. And I know this is an anime opinion a little bit, because in the manga, it's not always like that for these animes. Like, there's plenty of manga examples of, like, some people argue and debate like, hey bro, modern One Piece is actually closer to how it was drawn in the manga, right? But I don't know. I'm used to what I'm used to, so that's why that's why I have the preference. Like to me, One Piece in modern One Piece is just too. It's too soft and it's too saturated. I don't even mind the saturation as much. I don't mind like colors popping, but I like gritty scenes feeling gritty and not just like super colorful. I do feel like color can take away from a scene sometimes. Everyone thinks more and more is better, but you know, there's a reason, there's a saying for less is more. Like I think we've went down a route with some media where it's more everything, hey, more color, more effects, more action, more jump cuts, more this, more that. But it's what it is. Maybe I'm just getting old. Am I getting old? Like I'm not even 25 yet, but am I getting old? Am I aging, chat? 'Cause I still like colorful stuff. It's just, Takai, what's your take on that, bro? If you have one.
I don't know. I feel like it's like kind of personal preference, sort of, but at the same time, when it comes to media that is transforming all the time, just similar to One Piece, I guess.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's also because One Piece is mad long. So
One Piece is mad long. I mean, it did have to change eventually. Like. Early One Piece's art style is a lot more cartoony proportions, but I think it services the series a lot more. It's still cartoony now, but Oda's style grew over the series. Yeah. I was legit thinking about his artwork earlier. I saw a clip of young Xehanort and started thinking about how much I love the old illustrations. Oh my gosh. And how much his artwork today looks like refined sketches. Yeah. Yeah, his artwork today does look like refined sketches. I'm not against that though. Actually, I like that for okay. I like that each era of Kingdom Hearts kind of has its own sort of art style, a little bit. Cause like one thing that I always find crazy is like, why does Chain of Memories specifically has so many artworks? Maybe you could say it's because it was re-released. It was released twice, but. Still, man, wow, Chain of Memories has so many artworks. I think some of his best artwork is for like Chain of Memories. Like that one Sora nominated drawing is kind of peak. I do think Illustrated HUD needs to come back. I don't know, like, I'm not against the 3D HUD, but I like the idea of a 3D HUD a lot more when we had it animated, like in the original trailer for KH4. But because it's just kind of standing still the entire time, it's not, I don't know, it doesn't look as good. Like the old version, the D23 2013 like version of the HUD for KH4 looked peak. And then what we got now is, it's like, okay. And these aren't crazy complaints. It's not like I'm sitting here saying KH4 is some soulless, trash, garbage game because they don't got a freaking drawn HUD, bro. That's lame. But I'm just saying, it's the little things that I do think add to the experience. It doesn't take away, but it does add, right? So, I don't know, bring the drawn HUDs back. Want the illustrated artwork, bro. Yo, what's good, Moon? What's good, Juice? What's poppin'? Welcome to TikTok chat. How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing good. Yeah, KH4 had definitely the best quality of life, as it should have, because, you know, it's... Yeah. Like, it's KH4. Like... Considering the large jump between games, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazier if that game didn't have quality of life, right? All right. What am I thinking? Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Illustrator just looks good. I could stare at the artwork all day. Wish I actually experienced the mobile games with how much it had with all the medals. Oh yeah, man, dude, the illustrated medals, you know, they treated the illustrated artworks special because like even the medals, the drawn artworks always did crazy damage, were just crazy good. Remember the KH2 Kairi medal in Union Cross? Schoolgirl Kairi? No, that medal was so broken for so long. Ooh. Yeah, no, there is not Virgil. This is a randomizer mod, so that's why you see me teleporting around. As got here, what's the objective? So you see on my little Roxas PNG tuber, you see like in the bottom right of that, I guess middle right. There's like a list of just things in the game that we have to do, and we have to do all 10 of those. Once we finish those objectives, we unlock the door to Final Zemnis, and we can win the run. And yo, what's good, Xenon Flow? What's poppin'? Hope you're doing good. Rando's super fun though. You guys should play it. KH2 Rando's super good. If you guys have a good PC, if you have a PC that's like 2019 and honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'd say 2018 maybe, depending on the rig. If you have a PC with like a 20 series or above, you can probably play like Rando. Dang it, bro. This is actually hard. There we go. This is my first run? No, it's not my first run. I play Rando a lot. It's actually one of the main things I stream. We stream Rando. We don't stream Rando specifically every night, but most nights. Most nights of the week we stream Rando. We're playing some sort of Rando. I play it a lot. It's definitely one of the main things I stream, for sure. We mix in some discussion streams, some KH yaps, some KH3, or just whatever we feel like doing that day. That is not a real rumor, and I'm not going to talk about that rumor. That is very obviously from an engagement account. That rumor isn't even. It's not even posted by someone who has previously been like correct about things. From my understanding, it is literally just someone, like, it's actually a troll tweet that people are propping up.
What's up? What's up?
Noir, what's good?
What's up?
You're a little late for the Rando, but what's poppin', man?
I'm good. Don't really feel like doing the rando tonight.
Oh, good. You
but
can chill.
I did feel like hopping on just to talk for a little bit.
Heck yeah. Love that.
All right. So what are we talking about? What's the topic?
Well, they're talking a little bit about KH4, and we were talking about artwork and like media and stuff earlier, and people were talking about the illustrated HUDs and KH3, how they wish that would come back, and how Nomura's art style was changed, all those types of things.
Okay. Well, honestly, when it comes to the illustrated HUD, obviously, like we have had illustrated HUDs for Kingdom Hearts, going all the way up to Dream Drop Distance was, I think, the last one. So it definitely is like it's weird seeing them do something different. But I will say, like, I don't mind it. Like, I think moving forward there should be an option for the gamers, so they can choose to either have an illustrated HUD, and the main caveat is like there's no extra animations or anything like that. With the HUD, it's just a still photo that only changes when you either get hurt or you're at low HP.
Yeah.
But then if you could also choose to be like, no, I want the HUD to like actually look like it's it's Sora or whatever character I'm playing as, and therefore you also get the added benefit of you get like the cool face changes whenever you go into battle, which is a new thing that they added with 0.2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 with the HUD.
Yeah, that is cool. I do like that with the 3D HUDs, and I know that's easier to do with the 3D HUDs because in other games like that's it don't sound like a lot, but that means someone like Nomura would have to draw however many extra artworks for literally everybody, and that probably would add up over time when you think about it.
Because a lot of the HUDs are they're basically just the headshots of the artwork that he has already made for a lot of these other characters. So
Yeah.
and because of the way that he did some of the artwork, a lot of them, not all of them, but or I'll say some of them already had artwork of them that was already like kind of aggressive looking or looking like they were already in a fight.
Right.
So to go that extra mile, like say for Simba or Beast, right? You can't really do that for them because they're already like their artwork is already kind of like they're angry or it looks like they're in a fight. I mean, heck, like Nomura didn't even make a a damaged HUD thing for Donald, Goofy, or any other side party member, or not even a knocked out one.
Did you not make one for them?
No.
Is this talking about in older games or in
Sora or whoever is the character you are playing as is the only ones that will actually have their HUD drawing change when you get hurt or you're at low HP.
Kevin, I gotta say right quick, if this was a proof seed, holy brother. Nora, what's your opinion on old One Piece art style versus new One Piece art style? Or do you not have a preference? You don't have a preference, you don't have to force one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have a preference, because I'm kind of someone that like was on and off with One Piece for many years, and then I only really got into it during Wano, like specifically at the start of Wano, because like I heard that like that was an arc that a lot of people were looking forward to, and like that's when I started just learning more and more about One Piece. I'm like, okay, like let me just get into it.
Yeah.
Especially since like I was spoiled by some manga readers that like Wano would have like a really hyped moment once it gets animated.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I kind of want to end, and if you watch One Piece, then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not there yet. Don't spoil. If you can.
Well, then you don't. Well, then you don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
But yeah, no, that's what got me into One Piece in the first place, and by that point, it was already doing that transition from the old art style to the new one. I definitely think that the new art style allows more fluidity and expression in One Piece, which I think because One Piece is a anime that is different from a lot of the other ones and focuses more on, you know, making jokes or having the characters be intentionally ugly looking or goofy looking for the sake of being a Joker manga at its core. I definitely think that the newer art style is necessary.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, you gave like an extremely long-winded, like political answer.
I know. I literally was thinking that as I finished. I'm like, that was a whole lot of word.
Like I was like, no, I was saying a lot of words very slowly there, bro. Hey, look, it's don't let me give you crap. I'm a certified yapper. I say a lot, nothing really fast.
I am my father's son. I am a yapper.
Hey, bro, that's why you're the co-host. You know, Choppy, literally the reason I picked Noir as like the co-host for the Datascape is because I'm like, I need someone who can yap as long as I can about Kingdom Hearts. Which, like, you know, there's a decent bit of options for That or like people I could like talk to and yap with about Kingdom Hearts. But there's not many people who won't get tired of it. And ours one of the people who I know won't get tired of it. At least not for a while.
It's very hard for me to get tired of yapping about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends who love KH, but they will definitely get tired of talking about it.
I was thinking about getting started on the next theory script because I already wrote down a lot of the main points I was going to make, so
Go for it.
I think I might as well get started on the script. Oh, but I had an interesting
Yo, what's good, Oscar?
That... Huh?
No, I was saying what's good to someone in chat. Just pop and Oscar.
I have an interesting video idea.
Okay.
Want to get chat's opinion on it. So I was thinking, because you all know that I love Chain of Memories so much.
Yep.
I was thinking I could make a video going over concepts of what I think the other Guardians of Light's enemy cards would be. Like if you got enemy cards of say Sora, Riku, Aqua, Ven, like what would their enemy cards be? What would their effects be? Both active and passive. Right, because I know everything about when it comes to like enemy cards and how the cards are used in Chain of Memory. So I think like that's a really good video for me to do.
Sounds like a fun topic. Honestly, for a YouTube video, I think it sounds extremely niche, but I think it sounds fun. I feel like half the people who play Chain of Memories don't even use enemy cards.
But like, enemy cards are such game changers.
They are. They're broken. Yeah.
And that's the funny thing about enemy cards too, is like a lot of them have this passive effect that you don't really think about, and you don't really consider when using them. Like I think the first time I ever brought it up in one of my videos was when I used the Axel card for Chain of Memories at level 1 for Sora. Because I mentioned that using the Axel card makes you invulnerable to fire. So I basically use Axel's enemy card against him to make me just untouchable with most of his attacks. Right? Because that's not something that the game tells you is going to happen. Right? That's something you figure out on your own.
Yeah. Yo, what's good, Flynn? Yeah, Jafar's enemy card with lethal frame is so stupid. Jafar's enemy card, period. Attack bracelet.
Jafar's enemy card, just period, is really, really good because there are a lot of good slights in Chain of Memories that are low enough value to where they can easily be broken. Like Ars Arcanum is the biggest example. Like that does some of the most damage in the game, but the max value you can get on Ars Arcanum is 6. John, what would you say your favorite enemy card is in Chain of Memories, if you have one?
I guess it would probably just be Jafar.
I don't think mine would be Jafar. Jafar is good, don't get me wrong, but I definitely feel like there are way better options for enemy cards. Marluxia's is good because you basically repeat the sleight a second time once you use it. So you're basically doubling the amount of times you can use the sleight at the same cost. Roxas is a really good one if you're someone that doesn't use sleights but rather just throws attack cards, because Roxas will basically double the damage that you do with every attack card. What else? I say as far as my favorites, yeah, it's either Roxas, Marluxia, or I say Vexen is a good one. A lot of people don't really use Vexen all that much, even though it's really busted. Like, it's auto life. So,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is pretty
having
broken.
Tinkerbell.
I always use that as like a fail-safe enemy card. I had a question. If Sora isn't allowed to exist in reality, could there be a way he gets recreated?
Wait, what was the question?
If Sora isn't allowed to exist in reality, could there be a way he gets recreated?
I don't think it's a matter of Sora isn't allowed to exist in his reality. It's more so his actions cause him to be banished from it. And I think if there was a method to get him back, like, you can get him back, but the method's probably just going to be really difficult since the universe basically said, nope, you broke the rules, you did something you weren't supposed to, get out.
Yeah.
When in doubt, replica program. The problem is the replica program only copies, or it doesn't copy the heart, it just makes a body suitable for a heart to sit in. So you would still have to find a way to get, at the very least, Sora's heart back to reality, which is the main issue. Like, his body is not the issue when it comes to being banished, it's his heart.
Okay. Could have did it the other way, chat. It's alright.
Now, here's a question. Do you guys think Kairi will make her way to Unreality?
Yes, I do, actually. I think the story is...
Let me be specific. Do you think she will make her way to Unreality before Sora is rescued?
Probably. Like, yeah, that's how I assume it will happen. Yeah, that's why I assume Young Xehanort's also in. Oh my gosh, bro.
Well, okay, so with young Xehanort, that would obviously have to be something isolated from the Xehanort that died in Kingdom Hearts 3. Just because the way Xehanort puts it in Remind is for one to truly disappear. I mean, this is what he says. For one to truly disappear, you need to revert someone back to their original form and then basically kill them then.
What do you think? What do you think?
Which Sora did defeat. You know, Xehanort was brought back to his original form. There were no other extra forms of Xehanort existing. So when he died, like, that was it. Game over.
Bro, there's no money in the seed.
Tallman Benita said, if anything, I can imagine Kairi herself being the one to bring Sora back to the realm of light. She has a habit of doing that. Honestly, I can see that. I can see, like, Sora is kind of stuck in this in-between state between realities, and it's Kairi that kind of pulls him back. Like, I can see that happening.
Ooh, okay. One aspect is a little concerning.
Now, one thing that someone brought up during my Kingdom Hearts Reconnect video that I kind of want to bring up again with Kingdom Hearts 4 is it feels too soon to bring Sora back.
I mean, do you think he's getting rescued in KH4? I feel like the game might end with him being rescued.
I'd be very interested to see like how Kingdom Hearts 4 as a whole Kingdom Hearts number title game is going to progress without saving Sora.
Just so many ways it could progress. Like, dude, in the realm of light, okay, Quadratum is like just still a big mystery, so we don't even know what's going on in Quadratum. But the Kingdom Hearts lore and stuff and like story beats we do know that are going on, like you have the Birth by Sleep trail in the realm of darkness, Mickey and Scarlet Kylum, like you have all the foreteller stuff going on that is likely going to mostly be going on in the realm of light. Like Lushu got the Keyblade back, so he might mess around with the Guardians there. Like it's, I don't know, there's a lot that is probably going to be going on without Sora being there. But Sora is going to be the one pushing forward, like Yozora and maybe stuff with the Master, is what I predict.
Oh, here's an interesting question for everyone. What exactly do you think will be the reason that Sora and the Guardians would come into conflict with the foretellers? Because realistically, what the foretellers want should be what the Guardians want. They want to keep darkness from ruining the worlds.
Yep.
Right? And they should all be against the darkness beings, so you know, what exactly would be the reason why they will be in conflict? Because obviously they're going to go against each other. Like they straight up told us this during the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, or the epilogue, I should say.
Yeah, KH2 and 3 are honestly, it's weird. I felt like KH3 was a long playthrough as well. Not like it wasn't much longer than the other KH games. I mean, I think it's just because we played KH3 as way more experienced Kingdom Hearts players, and then we replayed the other games constantly leading up to 3. So like, I bet you the average player took way longer playing KH1, 2, Dream Drop, etc. than they probably did playing 3, just because like different gaming environment. I mean, shoot, we have social media and stuff by the time 3 comes out, and shoot,
not to mention our skill levels with video games has gone up since the original games came out.
Yeah, like you play KH3 in 2019 and like you have a social media account and you're relatively in the fandom, brother, you're getting spoiled if you don't beat that game in a couple of days. If you want to interact with your friends, you want to talk with like your gaming Discord buddies about Kingdom Hearts, like you might be getting spoiled. That was one of those games where you getting spoiled if you don't like play this. Now 2, 1 as a kid, like I took my time with it. Like it took me, I did not beat KH1 in days or weeks.
Me a minute.
A matter of fact, it took me years to beat KH1 because I was so young. Like I could not sit down and play a game for 10 hours during the day without my parents asking me to do something or making me get up anyways. Cause I had like the types of parents who were like, they didn't, they I don't know,
like
a kid playing games all day was like that was a new thing. Like our parents had to deal with, like they had to deal with that from us. That was a new thing. I'm sure a lot of kids are like, a lot of people our age like dealt with that, right? A lot of adults when they were kids, parents did not want you playing games like that, or parents were like kind of about it. You know what I mean? Yo, Cyber, thanks so much for the follow.
So I think, because I think it only took me like a couple months to beat Kingdom Hearts 2, if I remember correctly. But another thing, like a very important thing to know about my childhood was that I was not allowed to play video games during the week.
Yeah, my parents restricted me to weekends as well at some point.
School, like I wasn't allowed to play during school nights. Like the earliest I could play video games was Friday when I got home from school and it was the start of the weekend. Or if it like they gave us say the Thursday off as well, then I was allowed to play Thursday evenings. or if I had that Monday off, then I could keep playing on Monday. But like as soon as I go to school, like I couldn't play any video games until that school week was over. Like that was my childhood.
Yeah.
So my amount of time that I was allowed to play Kingdom Hearts 2 was significantly lower than say when I played Kingdom Hearts 3.
I suck at everything. There we go. I'm so bad. Like I wasted so many resources doing that. All right, gotcha. SEMA. Gotcha.
Now, the reason why someone told me in my Reconnect video that it's too soon to save Sora is just because it definitely won't have the same emotional impact as like rescuing Aqua or rescuing Ventus. And I get it, but like at the same time, I'm like, Aqua, Ventus, and the other characters that needed to be saved, like that was throughout just multiple years and multiple replays of that game, just reminding us of like everything that they went to and waiting for Sora to save them. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine like you're playing through the Kingdom Hearts games now, because you can play all of them right now, like back to back, and it's no issue whatsoever.
Exactly. Binge culture wasn't as strong beforehand, so
like the emotional impact will still hit you when you see like Aqua get saved, but it won't hit as severe as with the people that actually played Birth by Sleep when it initially came out. Then they had to wait multiple years just to get the game that would show Aqua getting saved.
Yep.
Right, because for Kingdom Hearts players now, like they play Birth by Sleep. They know what happens to the Wayfinder trio, and then it's just a matter of playing, what is it, Recoda, Dream Drop Distance, 0.2, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. So they literally just have to play like 4 games total, and then they have what they want. And it can all be back to back, so it definitely is not the same.
You know, you brought up Aqua, and it's making me think to myself, like, Aqua, I often say Xion is a character that has a borderline perfect character arc in Kingdom Hearts. I think Aqua's another one. Aqua's a character. I think Birth by Sleep 0.2 KH4 for Aqua is borderline perfect for her. I know some people aren't crazy about like, she didn't fight back super hard against Vanitas or blah 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 blah. But like, bro, look, okay, that Vanitas scene I will give you. I think they made her look a little weak there. They could have done that significantly better. Like they could did.
Are you talking about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, they could did what they did with Kyrie and Remind. But
to be fair, they specified that Aqua still hadn't fully recovered.
I mean, yeah, that's the assumption from players. That should be like that probably is like exactly what it is, right? But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, Sora straight up said in that cutscene, "You haven't recovered yet."
Yeah. I just think that I don't know. A lot of people didn't like that, and I gotta acknowledge it because a lot of people didn't like it. They're like, where's my strong female pro tag, man? She ain't piece up Vanitas.
One thing I did not like about what happened in Kingdom Hearts 3 was when Sora, Riku, and Aqua are standing off against the Demon Tide. And Aqua's like, oh, we stand together. I was thinking, oh, snap. We're about to get the 3 playable characters of Kingdom Hearts 3 up against a Demon Tide working together. Maybe I'll get a team attack. I thought it was going to be such a goated fight.
Yeah.
And then Aqua gets PTSD.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I didn't mind that PTSD scene. I know a lot of people. This was something.
I understand it. I'm just not I'm like, and I don't hate it. I don't hate the PTSD. It's just, damn, she picked a terrible time to have it.
She picked a terrible time to have PTSD.
Yes, and I will say that with my full chest.
That's insane. I mean, like, it is interesting how I remember that year before Remind came out, so many people were like, that's not what it was. How do you know that's what it is? Like, people were saying, like, that scene didn't make sense. Why would Aqua just let herself get taken by the Demon Tide? And then Remind comes out, and it's like, yeah, she saw a bunch of Dark Aqua. She was basically having PTSD from being trapped in the realm of darkness. She was scared, frozen in fear.
She had emotional scarring.
Yeah, thought she'd like be stuck there, go back. I mean, she almost gave up in Birth by Sleep. Like in the secret episode, there was multiple moments where she almost gave up completely.
I mean,
but
granted,
something
like, yes, time doesn't pass in the realm of darkness, so however long Aqua spent in there is not equivalent to the amount of time that passed in the realm of light.
Yeah,
So we can't say a full-on 10 years, but she still spent a significant amount of time.
It doesn't matter the specifics. The fact is, she spent a long time in the realm of darkness, longer than any human like honestly should have, and she not only like survived it, but came out and still like was able to help the Guardians like win the battle against Xehanort. And
she had to.
What I was trying to say though is like it's interesting that like so many people pre-Remind, people who were more like aware and were like, yeah, bro, that's that Aqua just had PTSD there, like she was stuck in her own darkness for years. So many people were like, no, that doesn't make any sense. That's not what happened. Then Remind, like, it spells it out for you, like they give you a visual to it, which to be fair, like the visuals help. Not everyone's going to be able to assume like what happened here and there, but
it's hard to grasp how PTSD affects a person because you don't see or experience what they see or experience. But with Aqua, you straight up see like what her mind was going through, and that's a perfect way to convey like, no, she was scarred from this.
Yeah, she was scarred from that. Hey, it's beautiful footage, Raze. Oh yeah, Mankind.
Now, there was something else I was going to bring up about Aqua. I just totally forgot what I was going to say. But I do think that, and yes, I was just giving Aqua a hard time for the PTSD thing, right? But that's only just because Kingdom Hearts 3 seemed to be setting up a cool fight, only to not go through with it. Right.
I think they should have went harder with team attacks in KH4. I suppose team attacks were way different. I think those moments would have had even more impact than they already did, because those fights are good. I think those tag team fights that they did in KH4 were really good. I like that. I really like that as a boss concept. I understand why they did it.
Fights.
I get why they did it too, because we already fought a lot of these characters solo before. So they tried something new. They tried something different that was more identifiable with KH3 specifically. And I liked it. Now, I think the best example of it, though, is something like Triple Xehanort, because the issue they kind of ran into from a hardcore fan perspective is that a lot of these characters kind of just had way less moves. Like, you could tell Larxene was not moving as fast as she does in the KH2 fight. Marluxia ain't moving as fast as he does in the KH2 fight. None of these bosses in these fights are moving anywhere close to as fast or feel as powerful as they did in previous versions, yet you're fighting both of them. And I get that might have been hard, but if they gave you the feeling that, yeah, these guys are just as strong as they were before, kind of like what Triple Xehanort did, Northcourt, that fight did amazing at that. The aesthetic, the music, like the whole cutscene that's playing mid-fight with Xehanort, like...
It's literally a perfect blend of all three of those versions of Xehanort's battle themes, like, comprised into one song.
It is perfect. I would love for them to revisit that concept, but they need to put some more time in the oven with it. But I love the tag team fights. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
And now, if they did a triumphant fight where you're playing as Sora teamed up with Riku and Kairi, and the song that plays is a blend between all three of their themes, it's cinema. It's peak cinema.
One of my headcanons about the Lost Master saga is that the Dark Seeker saga, a lot of people view the Destiny trio as like the trio for Kingdom Hearts, right? But really in Kingdom Hearts, they're not. Like, don't get me wrong, the story revolves a decent bit around them, like somewhat, right? Like Sora's motivations, the motivations of Sora revolves around them. But the actual like day-to-day, world to world, like Kingdom Hearts, yeah, it's Sora, Donald, and Goofy. So
I think this new saga is trying to circumvent or like trying to fix that because now like they're trying to establish like a starting point for all
100%.
Destiny Trio.
KH4, not just because it's a new saga, but I think it has a lot of parallels to like the Kingdom Hearts 1 and kind of where we were at coming out of Destiny Islands in Kingdom Hearts 1. But the roles almost feel reversed. Instead of, Kairi being gone, Kairi fading away, it's Sora who faded away. And Kairi's the one who has to find him, who has to train, who has to, figure out a way to get back to him. And it's interesting because I think this series, what Nomura wants to do is he wants to end the series where it started, with the Destiny trio. Sordon and Goofy, they are still to me the main trio of Kingdom Hearts. They're the real main trio. You're with them the most.
They started the Dark Seeker saga.
But the message, Sora's story, like the Destiny trio story, this Keyblade group, I think the saga is going to be about them, and it should be. So I want Donald and Goofy to take a backseat. Not too much of a backseat. I still want them involved because they have a deep connection with Sora, a very deep connection with Sora, obviously. But I want them to take a little bit of a backseat. Let Sora and let Riku and Kairi like kind of take the reins. Let them fill that role that Donald and Goofy would have beforehand. Not as party members, but as like friends. And I want to see them interact. I want to see Riku and Kairi interact as much as we can. I mean, Riku's in Quadrom too, so I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm very interested in that. We're getting a story that's gonna play a lot off of where the series started, off of its origins. I'm excited. I'm super excited.
So, and it's funny because I mentioned this before in one of our Datascape episodes, but it's a weird twist on like what was the norm for Kingdom Hearts, because throughout all of Kingdom Hearts, it was someone is missing and Sora has to find them or save them, right? Sora staying was a constant.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter who was the one that was missing or who needed to be saved. Like no matter what, you could always bet on Sora is gonna be there, right? And Sora can be the one to help them, right? But at the very least, Sora isn't going anywhere. That is no longer the case.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to address a comment from, sorry if I butcher this name, DeLombardo15.
Yep.
They say, it's why I want Kairi to be the one to go and save Sora and Riku to make them a proper trio, even without Donald and Goofy. It's Sora and Riku with Kairi gone or on the side. Okay, like, I do like that idea, I'm not going to lie to you. But they have to be very careful when doing this because, unfortunately, if you don't properly show Kairi's growth before being essentially the one to save Sora and Riku, because the series goes out of its way to establish something that we already knew as fans, and that Sora and Riku were just leagues ahead of Kairi when it came to experience, when it came to battle power, skills with the Keyblade, right? So the idea of Kairi saving them, the way things stand with their skill level right now, doesn't seem that realistic, because realistically, anything that Kairi could handle, Sora and Riku could handle with extra stuff.
I agree and disagree at the same time.
So, but and this is the problem that like I think they need to try and make sure they avoid, right? As long as they show Kairi's growth and make it realistic as to how they're able to get so, like how she's able to get so skillful or so strong so quickly to match Sora and Riku, if they don't do that, then essentially to the community she'll become a Mary Sue.
Yeah, a little bit, but the thing is, I think Kairi actually has a caveat. If Kairi did end up being a Mary Sue, I'm not perfectly for that, because I want her to train. I want her to have like some organic growth. I don't want her to just go from like, 0 to 100 super fast, because Kairi does not have a lot of screen time in Kingdom Hearts that really justifies that. Her biggest issue is straight up just a lack of screen time in the series. And the more screen time they give her, the better of a character she'll be. Her actual writing isn't bad. Her actual character isn't bad. Her actual motivations and like scenes in the story I don't think are bad. It's just that she doesn't have enough moments in the series compared to other characters. But I think Kairi actually has a really easy way to be. This would kind of like, it's weird. I think casuals might view this a little weird, but like she's a princess of heart, and I think something I want them to explore with that could easily jump her in power. Not just the Merlin training, not just the Aqua training, but she is the only princess of heart I'm thinking ever in Kingdom Hearts that is also a Keyblade wielder. And I feel like they have to do something with that power. She is a character who just, from birth, like connected, super connected with her heart through her Princess of Heart powers. I think they should explore that. And I think them exploring that, making her a really unique Keyblade wielder in that sense, could very easily bring her up to par with someone like Sora, like Riku. Because in terms of like connectivity to the light and how in tune she is with the light, which is a lot of like our Keyblade wielders' biggest strengths. Sora is Riku, well, not necessarily Riku's. Riku pilots both darkness and light, but still, you get what I mean, right? For our Guardians, Kairi, without a Keyblade, is already up there just because of her Princess of Heart powers. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget, Kairi was the reason Sora was able to hold on in the final world. Not Riku, not Mickey, not Donald and Goofy. Kairi was the reason. And she borderline did that instinctively. So, like, the lore is there for them to mess around with that. They just need to mess around with it.
So there are a few comments that I want to address. First is Flintagious says, disagree, she trained. Yes, she trained, but the problem was she was training from ground zero to at the best, right? And this is coming from someone who really wanted to see Kairi do well and has gone out of his way to defend Kairi a ton after Kingdom Hearts 3 release. At most, I would put Kairi's level as a Keyblade wielder somewhere between end of Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora and beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. Like, skillful enough to handle the weaker / medium level enemies, but she's not taking on the big bosses. She's not. Not by herself, at least. My theory has Kairi having a game for herself after a training arc that leads to her saving Sora. That's basically Kingdom Hearts Reconnect that I've made. Because that was the whole point of me making
it. That was a comment
Reconnect,
in Frost.
Because I'm like, oh, well, you know, I think the best way for Kairi to naturally get to this level that's on par with Sora and Riku, and it's believable, is just give her a game. That way, like, we see like how much she improves throughout the game, like how we see Sora improve throughout each and every game. Next comment is from Tallman Vanitas. He says, I agree, Kairi did train. I already talked about that. She was able to defeat Master Xehanort in Remind. What's frustrating is that Xemnas' arm was apparently more powerful. A couple caveats about that. Firstly, I cannot give the full credit of Master Xehanort, or at least replica Master Xehanort's defeat, to Kairi. Sora was there, and I have no reason to believe that Kairi would have been able to win if Sora was not there. Sora, more than likely, was the main reason that they were able to beat Xehanort right then and there. Because he is actually someone that could defeat Master Xehanort in a one-on-one fight. He's one of like the few people that can. Next is Xemnas' arm was apparently more powerful. That's the thing about Keyblade wielders. They have demonstrated, not stated directly, but have demonstrated that if you restrain a Keyblade wielder's wrist, they are unable to summon their Keyblade or do anything.
Oh, that's super stupid. It's all in the wrist, bro.
It's all in the wrist.
That sounds so dumb. I'm not gonna hold it.
I'm not saying it's the smartest thing, but like at the very least, it's consistent.
I suppose, yeah.
Right. I mean, Lee straight up says in Dream Up Distance, like he tried to get it, like he tried to summon his Keyblade, but then he couldn't. because he says, "Oh, it must be in the snap of the wrist or something." So clearly, the wrist
Kairi
is related to the Keyblade.
Wait, doesn't Kairi in Melody of Memory summon her Keyblade in like another hand when she gets grabbed? Like when she gets grabbed by the wrist?
Well, Xehanort doesn't grab her wrist. He grabs the Keyblade.
No, you're right. That's true.
And then what she does is just let it go and then resummon it.
That's true. You're right. Keyblade movers and NBA players share the same weakness. That's insane.
The most we see a person do is, and I always thought this was really cool. In Dream Drop Distance, when Ansem was holding down Riku, preventing him from helping Sora before Xehanort tried to make him a vessel, because he wasn't restraining Riku's wrist. What Riku does is, because the Keyblade, when he was holding it while down on the ground, was like forward facing, which is how everyone besides Ventus holds their Keyblade. But then what he does is change the position. Like, he basically desummons it and resummons it, but switches its position so it's backwards so that he can turn around and try and slice Ansem while lying on the ground. I thought that was a really cool moment.
Who do you guys think had the best death scene in KH3 out of the organization members?
I say Xemnas.
Xemnas. Now
Like
go
Vanitas,
for
I like Vanitas's a lot. Not gonna lie.
Vanitas.
And like I'm not gonna talk about Terra's Xehanort because that's mixed in with Terra's Return, so that's not really fair. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's either Vanitas or Xemnas.
Man, we need. Where's the Ansem love? Ansem had the best one. I'm just saying.
Oh wait, I totally forgot.
Yeah,
about
what's good,
Ansem.
Roxy?
You're right. It's Ansem. It's Ansem. It's Ansem.
Ansem gave you the best quote ever, like on his death. There's much in life to seek. It was like they were saying goodbye to us, like through the screen too.
No, like that's something regular Pat straight up talked about. He's like, he's not just talking to Riku, he's talking to us, the player, because he was the first antagonist that we fought in Kingdom Hearts. So this is his goodbye.
Yep. There's much in life to seek. I'll go forth and seek it. So peak, man. It was actually so peak. I was about to cry, like when that happened. You know, KH3 hits even more for me, chat, because that KH3 kind of wrapped up my childhood, you know? Now, you don't suddenly just become, like, adult paying taxes at 18. Well, you do pay taxes, but if you have a job. But, like, I don't know, man. KH3 came out. I was 17 when KH3 came out. I was 17, 5 months shy of turning 18. So, like, that game, the Dark Secret Saga, literally
I was days away from being 21.
Yeah, your bro's Noir's old, man.
I like the first Kingdom Hearts game came out when I was 4 years old in preschool, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out right before I was legally allowed to drink.
That's crazy.
Please drink responsibly.
Yes. Haven't seen a KH2 run in a long time. What's the world record nowadays? Oh, I don't know what the world record is. This isn't a speed run. This is a randomizer run, so it's not quite the same. But we are racing. I'm racing against my my homies of Frozen Cavern. I don't know what world record is off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm about to say he has not said a word.
Oh, that's usual in the randoms. Cavern's here for vibes, bro. Cavern's here for vibes. He's vibing and was playing random.
Now, when it comes to the foretellers, right? Not looking at Lushu, not looking at the master, just the 5 foretellers.
Nah, you're good, Sid. Talking to someone on TikTok.
So looking at the 5 foretellers, everyone in chat, tell me right now, what is one foreteller fight you are really looking forward for?
Ased.
Ased is a good one because I think Ased would be the most vocal about the changes in society with Keyblade wielders compared to how it was back in his day.
He's gonna be like, nah, Asad's gonna be like, you new key loaders are soft, bro. That's exactly what he's gonna be like.
Well, the way I viewed like dealing with the foretells is that like at the very least, someone like Ased will voice his disdain for how the society works and will try to advocate that like he and the other foretellers should be in charge and try to run things, try to make things how they should be. But and then like someone will probably bring up like, no, because last time you were in charge, the world got destroyed.
Bro, I'm so, dude, an Ased data battle is gonna be so gas, chat, because I'm pretty sure he has the same voice actor as Ulbrich from Octopath, which is one of my favorite games ever, one of my favorite characters in that game, because Ulbrich's battle quotes, he has some of the best battle quotes in just anything, like, ever. Like, it's so peak. Like, Nar, you need to go on YouTube and just listen to, like, Ulbrich battle quotes and from Octopath.
Oh, no, like, the Ased's voice actor is a very famous voice actor who does a lot of work. He actually voices Luffy's brother in One Piece, who's one of my personal favorite
That's what I know him for. He does Ace?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Huh.
You didn't know that?
No, why would I?
Fair.
I honestly, I cannot name you One Piece voice actors off the top of my head.
The voice actor for Kid Gohan is the same voice actor for Luffy. You could recognize Chris Sabat anywhere.
Am I mixing up voice actors? Ben, that's crazy.
Dude, One Piece has like a lot of really well-known voice actors.
No, I know One Piece does. I'm just thinking to myself, is that really Ulbrich's voice actor? Or am I mixing it up?
You're okay. So the person I'm thinking of when it comes to Luffy's voice actor is not the older Kid Gohan voice from like back when we were kids playing Dragon Ball games, but like the newer one that was there for Dragon Ball Kai.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mess with Kai Gohan at all.
I don't either. But
don't mess
I will
with Kai
say
Gohan.
she is a good voice actress. She does a really good Urza voice and other female voices that she does, and she does a great job with Luffy.
Yeah, I like Luffy's voice. I almost lost.
Who else? Brooke. Brooke from One Piece is also shares the same voice actor as Whis from Dragon Ball. Sanji has the same voice as Trunks from Dragon Ball. Let's see.
Bro.
There's someone I'm thinking about that's like really well known.
Like OG and Kai dub Gohan's voice actors equally. I respect it. I'm not that big on Kai, period. I've learned. I mean, I liked it when it first came out. I still like it. Like, I still recommend it for the most part to people, right? But I don't know. I grew up with like.
I grew up with the old Dragon Ball games, so I prefer the OG Gohan voice actor.
I also like I like. I don't know, I kind of like the Dragon Ball filler, personally. I think the only filler I don't like in Dragon Ball is, whatchamacallit. I don't like, I don't like freaking Gohan, Krillin, Bulma Space Adventures before the Frieza saga. That stuff's trash.
Like fake Namek, that was dumb.
That junk is trash. Dragon Ball's cool, though. I haven't installed it for Kai more, but I was also exposed to a lot of OGs, so I grew up with both versions. Yeah, see,
for me, I grew up with like Dragon Ball on Toonami, which had the original voice actors, and not only that, but I grew up playing Dragon Ball games, and all of the Dragon Ball games had the original Gohan voice actor. Like the voice actress for Gohan from Kai didn't appear in Dragon Ball games, to my knowledge at least, until Ultimate Tenkaichi, which appeared in 2011 or 12, if I remember correctly. Which, by that point, I was already well familiar with the voice actors and actresses of Dragon Ball, and you know, growing up with Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is like your top game.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. So, what other characters do you guys think is going to be involved in Kingdom Hearts 4? Because obviously, the Destiny trio is an obvious one, and then the Disney trio, they're obviously going to be involved because they're the only other characters that we have seen in promotion for Kingdom Hearts 4. Do you think we'll see Aqua, because she is supposed to be training Kairi? Do you think we'll see Naminé? Do you think we'll see Shion? There's a good chance we'll see Lee and Sayax, because
We'll see the
whole
greatest
Subject
hits, I'm
X
sure.
plot line.
I'm sure we'll see the greatest hits of characters. Like I don't actually am
I doubt
fine
we'll
with.
see Roxas.
Huh?
I doubt we'll see Roxas. It disappoints me to say so, but I doubt we'll see Roxas.
I mean, they showed Roxas when he was a secret, so why wouldn't they show him if he's like not a secret?
Because he has no bearing on the plot of Kingdom Hearts 4.
But why would they not put him in the game?
Because he's not relevant.
But why not though?
Chekhov's gun.
He's popular, bro. They're gonna put him in. I'm telling
Chekhov's
you.
gun.
He's popular.
Do you know Chekhov's gun?
No. I'm gonna say no. I've heard it, but I'm not familiar with it off of like the top of my head.
Okay.
And
so
they're trying to
Chekhov's
say
gun-
something.
Chekhov's gun is a writing principle that states that anything that you draw attention towards, or anything that you show in your story, needs to have some sort of relevance. Otherwise, what's the purpose of it being there? So, for
Brother,
example,
this is Kingdom Hearts.
It's still a story that someone has to write.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
So,
yeah.
for example, if you show a gun hanging on the wall in your story in Act 1, by Act 3, someone needs to get shot. That's the rule of Chekhov's gun.
So what are you saying? Well, what are you saying in terms of Roxas then?
So I'm saying with Roxas, unless he serves a purpose in the story, he does not need to be there.
I mean, I get what they're saying. He doesn't need to be there, but I think he's going.
Other character.
I'm saying I think he's going to be there. I think KH3 is like big proof that things that don't quote unquote need to be there sometimes probably should be. And there were many instances of things that probably didn't need to be there that were. Like, I don't know, like Nomura could have held his ground on Final Fantasy, but he still put them in Remind, right? And that was for a small scene. But stuff like that is small enough to put in trailers. I think there's a lot of people that would get into KH4 knowing Roxas is in it because they like Roxas. Like, there's a lot of characters in KH. So I see, like, I get your point writing wise. There's no immediate thing that we know of for why he'd like be involved in the plot, but like why, like he could just be along the ride helping Axel. That could be an easy thing he's helping Axel and Sayax, like with the Subject X story. That could be a very simple thing he's doing. But even outside of that, like a lot of people I'm sure want cameo appearances.
Cameo definitely wouldn't break the rule of Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, what's good? What's good, Xenon? That's why I think they show it in the trailer because KH3 showed freaking cameos basically in trailers. KH3 show like there's a lot of scenes in KH3's trailers that showed moments that don't really have much more to them in the actual game. Bro, okay, I almost died.
The problem with like having Roxas appear is that unless you're able to write the story in a way to where his presence is truly needed, it's hard to justify him being there, and that's why like I'm not saying everyone will show up in Kingdom Hearts 4 because there are some characters that like their stories have already concluded, and like they don't have any future relevance on the plot so far, right? Someone like Lee and Isa, they do because they're connected to Subject X. Someone like Aqua and Ventus, they do. Aqua because she is supposed to be training Kairi, therefore she does hold some stakes with the future development of the story. She basically holds stock in how the story will develop. And Ventus, some of his stuff from Union Cross is still largely unresolved, so that needs to be addressed, obviously. So the only characters I see that don't have any immediate stock in the future of Kingdom Hearts' story as of now is Terra, Shion, and Roxas.
No, I mean the thing is though, I just don't. Okay, I agree with what you're saying completely, right? And I mean, well, I agree, but I also do think it's okay if they do other stuff, like them being so particular about at least from Nomura's point of view, him being so particular about what he wanted to include in 3 definitely took away from 3's luster for some people, because while this is a big canon story, that is also not why everyone is into the series, right? I think it's a big reason people are into the series. It's not the main reason. So what I mean by that is there's a lot of things they probably should put in KH4 just for fun, just to have those interactions. How often nowadays still do you hear people say, oh dude, Ventus and Roxas should have had like a big interaction with each other, why didn't that happen? There's so many like because people were looking forward to that just because they look alike. Even if it was something small, it's something that like maybe they like should have done just for some people. And we got a little tiny bit of something in Remind, right? Like with the dialogue. But I think for Kingdom Hearts, right, not everything has to have a purpose. Because, like, I mean, if that was the case, like, what's our argument for some Disney stuff? Like, cause realistically, like, I could give you, I will analyze and I'll give you, like, the more loose general reasonings for why they do some Disney stuff or why they do some of these Disney picks. But ultimately, right, like, you could adjust the story and you can apply it to a lot of things, right? Because there's a lot of vague, like, aesthetic and, like, I guess general emotional stuff. Like Sora learned about love, I guess, in KH3, right, from some of these Disney worlds, which is cool and adds to his character. But it's like you could do that anywhere without the Disney, but because they did it with Disney, makes it cool, makes it interesting, makes it fun. I just think that's why I think they are going to put these other characters in 3, even if they don't necessarily matter, and even if I'm unsure if they need to. Now, this is enhanced because before Noir, when KH3 first, or before this drought took place, I probably would have said, or I would have been a little more mixed on, like, okay, should they include these characters in 4? I'd be like, probably, because we spent so much time bringing them back. Some people didn't even want them to come back, and, like, if you're going to bring them back, you might as well use them, right? And then on the other end, it's like, okay, but maybe Nomura should focus on the story he wants to tell instead of trying to, like, do all these other things like he was in 3. But in 4, like, if we're going to have this length of time between Kingdom Hearts titles, maybe they should just have everyone in these KH games. Because, like, think about it. The last time we saw Roxas, Ventus, and new content, yes, it was the last game, but the last game was 7 years ago. You know what I mean? So, like, that means if we're going off of, like, your scenario, we're going to go, like, decades without seeing Roxas. That might be fine. I'll be cool with that if we get a good story. I'm sure most people will, but I'm curious on what they're thinking about. That's why I'm not sure. That's why I do think these characters are going to return, because they're popular. Like, even Nomura, that was one of the first questions he was asked about KH4 from Game Informer. Are these other characters going to be in the plot? And he wasn't sure, but I'm sure because he was asked that question so early on, now he's like, you know what? Maybe. We'll see. What do y'all think, though, chat? And sorry for me being long-winded, Noir. Those are my thoughts.
No. That's totally fine. And you know, I see the point that you're making with that. Especially since, like, Nomura wasn't fully sure when he was asked. So
Yeah.
obviously things could have changed in the past 4 years on whether or not he wants Roxas to show up again. Like I said, Roxas is my favorite Kingdom Hearts character. Everyone that knows me and is familiar with Kingdom Hearts knows that Roxas is my favorite. So when it comes to one thing I would really like to see is better interactions between different characters. So I would want to see, like, Nomura kind of played with this idea too, because I was going to mention this a little earlier, but there was a canceled team attack that apparently was supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, but didn't make the cut because I think Nomura just couldn't find a way to just include it. There was originally going to be a team attack between Sora, Terra, and Roxas.
All right, you mentioned this before. That's really interesting. This is a really interesting team attack.
Bonkers to me, right? Because I'm like, those are three characters. They're like, Sora and Roxas interacting is one thing, right?
Yeah.
Because Roxas is Sora's nobody. That makes sense. They've already interacted before. They know each other. But Terra has no connection to Roxas, and he barely has a connection to Sora.
Yeah, Terra don't care about this nobody. Like, who is this guy?
So the idea that the three of them would work together is like, that's crazy to me. But I would have loved to see that. So one thing I would definitely like to see is, because obviously there's like a large number of potential team attacks with like 9 different characters if we look at just the trios. So that's a lot of different combinations you can make. But if we look at strictly like the groupings of the characters, I would like to see a team attack with Sora, Roxas, and Ventus, Riku, Lee, and Terra, and then Kairi, Aqua, and Shion.
I thought those team attacks they did in Remind, like during that Guardians fight, were super sick. It was something like that. Like, that's exactly the type of interaction I wanted between the Guardians. Holy.
Xemnas is technically connected to Terra. Xemnas is the one who brought Roxas to Organization 13. Yeah, but let's not forget that Xemnas' reasoning for bringing on Roxas wasn't because he looked like Ventus. It was because he wielded a Keyblade.
Yeah,
that was the only reason, and he knew, like, Xemnas knew immediately that Roxas was Sora's nobody. So he does make some mention. He has like a mention or two about Ventus during 358 in relation to Roxas, but let's also not forget that while he was making these references to Ventus, he was looking for Ventus because Ventus was still around.
Yeah. You know something? Actually, wait. Oh, Andy said a comment that interested me. Sora, Terra, and Roxas are by far the strongest Keyblade wielders if you think about it.
No.
Nomura fumble? No.
Well, okay. So
Sora, yes.
Sora, yes, and then physically, Terra, yes. Roxas is a heavy hitter, but he's not. He is top 6 at best.
I personally don't think Roxas is top. Like, I know Roxas fans want to say because he has double Keyblades, he has double the power. Nah.
No, that's not necessarily.
I feel like it's 2 Keyblades, especially now. Now Sora's Jive forms, I think maybe it works like that, but I think it's more so a style of wielding a Keyblade. Like, it's not like in Sword, in the world of swords, right? World of Samurai. It's not like 2 swords immediately means you're better. Right? Why am I doing that?
But Roxas is definitely a heavy hitter. I mean, he is a frequent dual wielder, which is very impressive.
Yeah. I think Mickey. I think Mickey's debatably stronger than Sora. He's the only character that debatably is stronger.
If I don't include Mickey, then Sora's strongest. If I do include Mickey, then Mickey is strongest.
Yeah. Mickey kind of broken.
I would say top 3, if we include Mickey, is Mickey, Sora, and Riku, with Sora and Riku being roughly tied. But if we don't include Mickey, then it goes Sora,
same thing
Riku,
for the follow.
Aqua.
Wait, does Vanitas have a nobody? His soul was
No.
in Sora when he made Roxas? No.
No, that's not how that works.
Chat, what is a piece of... No, this is an interesting question. What is like a piece of lore in Kingdom Hearts you do not like?
Or something you're confused on.
Could be either, yeah. For me, I don't like it because I think it's just dumb. I kind of think the Keyblade ceremony is stupid. It's my least...
It kind of is.
That's my least favorite piece of lore in Kingdom Hearts.
Because it made it less about what the Keyblades choose and more about what someone else chooses. So the standard is no longer set by a mysterious weapon, but set by someone else.
It's also like, I'll extend that to, I'm not fully comfortable, or maybe I'll explain it more one day, but they probably shouldn't, because I think the deeper they go into it, the more messy it's going to get. So I think they should just let the magic be the magic. There is a rule in storytelling. There's one thing in storytelling. It's called like world builder's disease or something like that, where it's like there's a style of writing some people do. When you are successful at making a very immersive world, it is one of the best things ever. Here are some really good examples of stories that just have insane world building, whether it's aesthetically or whether it's like the layers of it, the lore. You have things like One Piece. I'll actually give it up to Avatar. Avatar is probably a lot of aesthetic world building for Avatar. Both Avatars, actually. I had to give it to them. ATLA and James Cameron Avatar. It's just world building can basically just be equated to immersion. How immersed can someone get in your story based off of how immersive your world is. Anyways, there's a thing called world builder's disease where writers sometimes get so deep into the weeds on explaining everything. Everything has to have a reason. Everything has to have a why. Everything has to have a how. But that's fine for stories that aren't as fantasy focused, because obviously when you get into fantasy stories require a little bit of immersion. They require a little bit of well, what's the term? It's like it's escaping me, but I don't know. They require a bit of immersion to like let you fully dive into them. It's like, okay, we know magical swords and keyblades don't exist in the freaking real world, so you don't necessarily need to go super deep into how they exist. You can just give us some vague reasoning, and that's fine. But when people start questioning, JRPG fans sometimes forget this sometimes, and they're like analyzing stories too much. Like, the reason Sora goes to level 1 in every Kingdom Hearts game is not important, bro. It's not some big lore thing. It's not. And it shouldn't be, like, ever.
It really isn't.
Like, it's just a little gimmick Nomura likes to do, right? It's a little gimmicky thing Nomura likes to do. I actually think Nomura, even with that being a thing, I actually think Nomura even doesn't need to do that every game. Like, he could just bring us to level 1, bro. Like, it don't gotta be some big thing. I know some fans would be like, well, how are we level 1 in this game and that game and not the blah blah blah? Like, bro, it don't matter. Like, it's a video game's gotta be a video game sometimes. It's okay. But oh, did I explain that well? I probably went on a tangent for a little bit, but
No, you did. So going back to the whole Vanitas thing and the whole nobody, the only person
oh crap.
what the heck? The only person who makes a nobody is whoever's heart is involved. Bodies and souls of other people can be used when creating nobodies, but what matters is the heart that's used. So, for example, Ventus's body is technically Ventus's because Ventus's heart stayed
That was
with
good,
Sora's
Dylan.
body. Or okay, no, that's probably not the right way to word it, because it is Sora's body that was used to make Sora's nobody.
What am I doing?
But it was shaped to look like Ventus. But Roxas is not Ventus's nobody, he's Sora's. And when also looking at another nobody,
Yo, what's good, Roro? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that.
Naminé was born from Kyrie's heart, but, and you may not know this, the body and soul...
Oh, I forgot to change the title on Twitch. I'm so trash.
the body
I always
and
forget to
soul
do that.
used to make Naminé wasn't Kyrie's, it was Sora's.
I don't think this is fast without second tier.
Hi, by the way.
Yo,
What's up?
what's good, Dylan? All right, so
How goes the
I asked a question earlier. Let me read some. What do you say, Dylan?
How goes the run?
We're still running right now.
I know.
Oh, he said, how is the run? Okay, I thought
Yeah, he said how is it?
I thought he said how was. My bad. I heard this at the end. But
You good?
yes, I'm good, bro. Look.
You good?
Yes, I'm good. Are you good? Excuse me. You want
just saying,
Roxas
bro.
to Roxas to not be in KH4? Are you good?
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa,
look at
whoa.
you,
I
yeah.
never said that. I never double.
I mean, hey, you implied it, bro. Chat, did he imply it? I think he implied it.
Jack.
Well,
You have
Jack
10
ain't here,
objectives.
so.
You have to do every objective this run?
Oh yeah. All right. I kind of sandbagged a bit because I started talking. I was doing extra stuff I didn't need to for a second. So I hate this fight. Like this fight is.
Nobody's being able to grow hearts. Someone mentioned that is one part of Kingdom Hearts lore that they are not a big fan of. But like the thing is, it didn't come out of nowhere. With nobody's being able to grow hearts, like they
It did not.
That was established from the beginning. I feel like.
They hinted at that very early on.
I think Roxas being the thing that introduced nobodies. They didn't refer to them as nobodies in Chain of Memories, really.
Actually, no, they should have dropped the name Nobody's Chain of Memories.
Did they? I don't remember that.
Yes.
Am I tripping? Am I a fake fan?
When Riku encounters Lexius.
Okay, it's
Actually,
Riku.
there's
That's
two
why I
times
remember.
they say nobodies. When Axel is talking to Naminé about Sora and Riku replica fighting, he says, "We nobodies can never hope to be somebodies." There might be another time as well, but these are the only two times I can think of.
Okay.
So that Axel scene, and then when Riku first encounters Lexius in his story, he says, "That's sent. You're another one of those nobodies."
I mean,
Jack, could you
from
imagine?
the beginning, the nobodies all had emotions. It was obviously planned for them all to be something like to have
Yes.
their own heart.
I think
Like they said they were born without emotions, but like they established with people like not just Roxas, but they show with freaking Axel that like no, like he has emotions, right? Otherwise he wouldn't be fighting so hard to bring back Roxas, right? Or he wouldn't be crying or feeling a certain way.
I still don't have
talk
anything.
about feeling anything, right? So they said they basically broke their own rule within the same story.
I mean, I think the whole introduction of nobodies was meant to be ironic in the first place. I mean, Kingdom Hearts at the end of the day, when you think about what Kingdom Hearts is trying to like tell as a story, is very on brand for nobodies to have hearts. But the real lore is that even a nobody, especially when they're like a unique nobody, they haven't said this, but this is my headcanon for why Axel kind of kept his nobody powers in Dream Drop Distance for whatever reason, because nobodies through experiences and through like experiencing like life things and emotions can grow a heart of their own for that identity, which is what Roxas did, is what Xion did. It's what I think is what Axel did too, not Lee.
He even asks to be called Axel again. Like he associates more with the Axel identity at that point.
Exactly.
than Lee.
It's a little like some people might think it's too cringe, but I actually think it's pretty good in the story. Like I like that. And you know, in Days, to add on to this, in Days Ultimania, Nomura, I think Nomura gets asked a question about like that very thing, and he kind of completely alludes to it. But I need to reread the Ultimanias. Oh my gosh, this freaking fraud, bro. Hate this guy.
And you can just tell with how Roxas and Axel were from the beginning is planned for them to have heart.
Yeah.
Just the fact that Roxas is able to coexist with Sora in his own heart from the beginning. Like that's also proof that Roxas had a heart. If
No.
Roxas didn't have his own heart, I think he would just fully absorb back into Sora and be gone. But that's not what happened.
Yeah.
He kept fighting.
Nomura was definitely hesitant on like bringing a character. It's weird. It is weird because Nomura expressed hesitation in 3 in like an interview. I feel like he had to have just been thinking that. Like, I mean, it is good for him to consider, right, the other option. But I genuinely think there's no way he had to have been thinking of like straight up not bringing them back. I think what really was probably going on is that they didn't really fully know how many KH games they were going to make. And Nomura, when he made KH1, did not know if that was going to be the only project or not. And he, even if a project's a one-off, Nomura kind of writes a lot of his stories with cliffhangers anyways. He does that with literally everything.
He thinks about big or shocking scenes and then writes around it.
Yeah, I mean, Nomura said one thing I really liked about Ring of the Ultimate is that I learned about Nomura is that it made me happy because this is he's successful at it. He writes stories around mystery. Like for him, if people aren't talking about a story or having conversations about a story, it's not like something he wants to make. So like he makes Kingdom Hearts in mind with those mysteries, with those cliffhangers. Even if like they never get answered, he likes having them in. Which is a yin and yang, for obvious reasons. But I respect that a little bit. What the? I think I was late. Oh my god. I have a combo plus on. What's the biggest mystery in Kingdom Hearts right now? I don't know. There's a video I've been sitting on for years about that, man. Probably it's
Definitely Zora.
I think he's the actual biggest mystery, like in terms of we literally know nothing. But there's also another. There's 2. I don't think there's 1. There's 2.
We technically don't even know what he looks like.
It's the Azora and it's the Master of Masters. 100%. It's who was the Master. I think in terms of like community interest, it's the Master of Masters. I've never in my life.
Definitely a Zora for me.
I've never in my life seen a Kingdom Hearts theory talked about so much. Sora being the master is the most popular KH theory ever. Like,
Not the master.
he is not, but
There's
he
no
like
way,
that is the
dude.
most popular theory I've ever seen. I kind
I
of
don't
hate
like
it.
that theory personally.
I don't like that theory at all because I think let our whimsy pro tag be a whimsy pro tag, not some like undercover deep character.
They would have to destroy his character so much for him to become the Master of Masters.
Now-
I mean, like, they already destroyed his character a little bit in, like, a different way. Like, they kind of flanderized him a little bit into being more immature than, like, he should be at this point. But, like, for him to become the Master of Masters is, like, a complete 180 in the opposite direction, where he becomes, like, this mastermind, this evil mastermind.
I think
Like, what?
yeah, I think the only way I'm close to okay with that is I've heard so much that I've just thought about all the scenarios. It has to be Sora, but not Sora. Like, I know it sounds weird.
Like an anti-Sora almost?
Like, you know, like Goku Black in Dragon Ball? Like, something like that. Like, Goku Black is actually like is actually a Supreme Kai from an alternate universe and not evil Goku. What am I doing, chat? I'm sandbagging so much right now.
Finally found the perfect Mother's Day gift for my mom.
Oh my gosh, I'm sandbagging so much. Y'all saw that? I'm so bad. It's kind of a cool theory. I can see it happening. All right, chat. We're gonna do cringe streamer stuff. W in the chat if you think Sora's the master. L if you think he isn't.
If any of you say that he is, you're banned.
Hey bro, Sora ain't the master, but I will keep view farming it until it doesn't happen. It's funny because in every Sora's the Master of Masters video, I say like I don't think he's the Master of Masters, but like none of the comments like respond to that.
There is something really interesting that like people do bring up when it comes to the Master being Sora is the Master's very first animated scene in Union Cross.
No.
The angled, you know what I'm talking about. The
No.
angle that they the angle that they filmed him in is identical to Sora's pose on the box art of the first Kingdom Hearts game.
Bro, I think
It's definitely not the strongest thing to bring up. I will say that it's definitely a very weak point of like
look.
trying to
No,
prove, right. I agree, right. But it is very interesting because someone did do a one-to-one comparison. They did an overlay and like it is identical. Like the Master's pose in that scene is identical to Sora's pose in the box art. So that is something nice to bring up.
My fear is that like I actually don't think. I think the only characters that should have this like who is it sort of like thing with them is Yozora and the Master at this point. Well, Lucio, it was a genuinely good twist, but I don't think they need to keep. They should not do that like 3 times with anyone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good for Lucio, and I actually like that. It sucks in Missing Link. One of the biggest L's from Missing Link being canceled is that we have a missing Lucio now, bro, in the timeline. We don't know who it is. I know they're gonna do it in that game. Who's Lucio? Where is he? Who is he? But I think Master should definitely be his own character, but because they put so much stock into his identity, it has me scared. It has me very scared. But I think most people want him to be a new character because that's more fun. It's the same thing, like, you know, back in the day, there used to be this theory. It doesn't get as much hype now, but does anyone else remember the reincarnation theory for the Four Towers? Like, this was when the Four Towers were first introduced, like before Key Back Cover. Like, before Key Back Cover even came out. I think when Key Back Cover came out, it kind of killed those theories a bit. Not even because it disproved them, but because I think a lot of people just were like, you know, these characters are kind of cool being themselves, so maybe they shouldn't be our guardians, you know? But that was a big thing back in the day. I'm not crazy about stuff like that. I'm just not. I like our characters being our characters and not like Sora should not, especially Sora, Riku, Kairi, they should not be any like big secret character or anything. I'll say this for Kairi. I think the closest thing I'm fine with Kairi is I actually do genuinely think Kairi's the Seed of Light in Union Cross. I think she is. But then that will bring up a lot of questions. But I do think it's Kairi. Does anyone remember that plot point, or is that too niche?
Let's go.
You guess the black box? The black box is a big mystery. But it's like they didn't ruin it because I'm still interested.
At this point, I think.
You said what, Dylan?
I think that's kind of taking the sidelines to the Master of Masters himself.
Yeah. Dude, that cutscene with young Xehanort and the Master, I genuinely think is one of the best pieces of dialogue. Like, it's one of the best back and forth dialogues in Kingdom Hearts. I made a whole video about how I love like cutscenes like that, where they're just speaking freaking nonsense. It's pure Kingdom Hearts to me. It's this pure Kingdom Hearts lore to me. It's like when you think of cutscenes like there's other examples of these cutscenes. It's stuff like, I don't know, it's stuff like the Master and Xehanort. You have things like Ansem the Wise and Xemnas in KH4. It's just 2 scenes where characters are just yapping to each other. Like they're saying a bunch of Kingdom Hearts words back and forth, but it's like one of the most immersive things ever because it's like, I don't know, it's just fun. It's just really fun dialogue. I love scenes like those. They're awesome. Makes you think a lot. And that scene, if you weren't already high on the Master, brother, that scene put him over. That's Strelitzia. I don't think it's Strelitzia, but maybe, I don't know. Gavin, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Honestly, even though I put all objectives on, a little not too bad. I mean, definitely said lengthier. I actually wonder how long it will be if I actually have a bunch of other stuff. Oh my gosh. Or if we had different checks. I think these checks weren't that bad. Aside from like, some of them were a little out the way though, for sure. Handsome the Wise. Heck yeah. You hate playing Dream Drop Distance more than Comsin? I don't respect that. Look, I'm gonna be real. I'll replay Dream Drop any day over Chain of Memories. I don't hate Chain of Memories either.
No, do not agree with that at all. Chain of Memories is a goat of a game.
Chain of Memories it's good. I'll replay Chain of Memories over Recoded, but like, brother, freaking Dream Drop's a good replay. Like, you're not gonna get a crazy super boss or a crazy technical experience, but like it's a fine game to play casually. I would actually say that is like one of the more fun cage games to play casually.
You're a fun cage game to play casually.
Oh,
Thanks, babe.
Anytime.
Okay, that's getting weird.
What is the issue?
You replay Dream Drop Distance over KH3? That's crazy.
How you just gonna show up and start like that?
What is the issue?
That's what I'm saying, Noir. You got an issue with it.
Nothing.
Exactly, bro. If Sora being the Master of Masters was like how an infamous Cole is Kessler, that could be really cool though. I've only played Second Son. That character from Second Son, because I don't even remember Second Son's story.
no, Kessler was one of the
the first
infamous
game.
one.
Yeah, I was thinking that's the first protag, the first two games. I remember people not liking Second Son when it first came out, but nowadays people say it's the best Infamous game.
People said the same thing about Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I've always loved that game.
It is interesting with that too. I mean,
It's not a Black Flag game.
Black
Sorry,
Flag.
good
I don't think
background.
Black Flag was ever divisive. I think people like that pretty immediate, but it's.
Yeah,
I
people
think
always like that.
people definitely love it harder now because like not only was it good when it came out, but now because it's been so long. I think it's been like 10 years since Black
It's
Flag,
still the
right?
best pirate game ever made 13 years later.
Yeah. I think Sea of Thieves is the best pirate game, but I haven't played Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Nah.
so.
Black Flag is better than Sea of Thieves. In my opinion.
Look, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I feel like you need to have a very like specific parameters of like gameplay for Sea of Thieves to be fun. You need to be in a group. You need to kind of know what you're doing. You need to have a plan and play like.
You're kind of right.
Like the fun is what you make of it kind of game.
Well, I'm done. Chat, I dome skipped in one combo. That is insane. Y'all saw that? Those are some wild stats.
We did it!
And now they're remaking Black
I
Flag.
wouldn't
It's coming
be
out
too
in
sure of
June
that.
or July. I'm excited about that.
Oh, shoot. Alright, Cameron, pull up the screen share.
That'd be a little bit more possible if I wasn't on Finals Hymnus.
I had a feeling we were both on Finals Hymnus. Dude, I accidentally did, like, Struggle Tournament. Because I was just yapping about Kingdom Hearts, like, theories and stuff. Like, I did Twilight Thorn and didn't leave immediately after.
Put me down.
The only thing that was a little out the way is, like, because looking at these, I'm like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then, like, as I did the run, I'm like, wait, I have to do a lot of Halloween Town, which isn't that bad. I don't know. It was really Land of Dragons. Having to finish Land of Dragons was kind of annoying.
Maybe the darkness.
Not
Yeah,
Land of
just
Dragons.
finish the run.
Finish Disney Castle. Having to finish Disney Castle was lame. Hate doing Disney Castle. If we could just skip Mini Escort and Rando, I'd do Disney Castle every time.
Perfect for me. If this is
I'll
what
be
the
real with
world
you. You need to
really
get
is,
over that. That is like 2 minutes.
I don't care, bro. This feels so slow. I can't just
Maybe
glide
I
through it
should
like
fade
everything
back into
else. I gotta like
darkness.
sit there
This
and
one's
wait
always one
for.
of the first things I do, and it's always feels so fast. I don't know why you're complaining about it.
If the
Bro,
world
Dylan,
is
you
right,
just
Well, I think
I'm realizing
I just
about me and you,
did-
Dylan. You just like you just hate all my takes. You know, like
No.
Dylan just hates all my takes, bro.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to bed, Joe.
All right, have a good one, Nora. Thank you for chatting up the chat. Yo, Ocean, what's good? Welcome to the
And
stream.
the others are there. That's what I mean.
I am curious. What's
Hey,
your in-game time?
138.
I want to get down to the
Ah,
water.
138.20.
Okay. Well, never mind. You actually beat me in game time. It's 138.51 specifically.
Oh,
Dang, bro. What are your load times? No, that's because I did the struggle tournament.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I think it's literally because you did struggle tournaments for literally no reason.
Yeah, I was just yapping, man. Alright, hold up.
What I said back there about
All right.
thinking I
Who's
was better at stuff
joining
than you.
another run?
To tell you the truth,
I
was jealous.
I would love to, truly, but you know, I could be
I wished
editing
I could live
something
life
right
the
now.
way you do,
Ooh.
just following my heart.
Yo, I can't read that language straight up, so I don't know what you said, but welcome to the stream.
Like what? Like wanting to be like you.
It's Japanese. Let me see what they said.
Well, there is one advantage to being me. Something you
All right,
can
Kyrie, you want to
bring
run
to
it
me.
again, bro?
What's
Nah, because this
Having you
another
forever.
run could be like almost 2 hours, and then it'll be 4 a.m. for me. Past 4 a.m.
I'm okay
actually.
the way I am.
Man, I
I've
get you,
got
bro.
something you could never imitate,
I
too.
understand. How'd the run feel, though, doing all the objectives?
It felt fine. It definitely was a little bit on the longer end.
I
but
think that's 'cause
mainly
of
'cause-
Disney.
That's mainly because a fair amount of it was I had to try and find where Bonefist was in Hollow Bastion, because the Halloween Town ones, well, the not
Yeah.
Prison Keeper, but
It didn't take that
those
long.
are the last objectives I did.
It didn't take too long, luckily. I mean, having to do 1,000 Heartless and then Disney Castle was just the only things that I think that probably added 20 minutes to the run. Otherwise, it would have been like normal length. Bro, if this was a proof seed cavern, holy,
Sora?
we got
I think
2
it's gonna
proofs. I think before we even went into Mysterious Tower, and then this beat. What we get for? And then the other proof was this in one of the chests in Hollow Bastion, like in the first visit. That was insane. All right, Dylan, let's race.
I don't know. I'm kind of tired.
Man, all right, that's fair. I see the tweet from James Woods. Do you think he recorded his Hades lines for KH4 already? I mean, if the game comes out next year, there's a high possibility he did. But just because he recorded his lines does not necessarily mean the game's coming out soon, is my take on things currently. Because, I don't know. They could just, he could have recorded them, they could just be sitting in the file somewhere. Bro, Sydney, I think like I think you gotta just admit, you gotta look in the mirror and like understand. I think you're the main one that's like struggling. Like, that thinks KH3 crit's impossible. It's not impossible. Yo, who's being KH3 crit in the chat? Like type a I don't know, type a W in the chat if you've like being KH3 on critical mode. There might be a decent bit of you who haven't. I know not everyone replays. Look at that, bro. Sydney, you could have a W, but you gotta lock in. You got to lock in. You know, I've seen some absolute KH3 haters. Like, I've seen some people who have tried to say KH3 crits like this really bad, like, unbalanced mess. It's trash. But, like, I don't know. I think it's easily the second best crit in the series. Kingdom Hearts has some pretty... The difficulties in Kingdom Hearts is definitely weird, though, so I don't blame anyone for not knowing how to play on higher difficulties. So the game doesn't really... The game does not promote you to play it in a way that would make high difficulties fun for a casual player. Like, someone who's playing KH for the story and Disney vibes and aesthetics and stuff, right? Like, Mash and X, Payback Strike, like, all that stuff, right? Aerial recovering immediately when they get hit instead of, like, waiting for their... once more second chance. They're waiting for the right moment. Like, Critical Mode is going to mess you up with all that. Like, you air recovering immediately when a boss hits you, crits, you're not going to have fun on crit, man, because you don't have enough HP or enough hits to tank HP wise to be able to do that. You're not taking so little damage that you can, like, get hit 5 different times, get hit with the full combo and still not have your once more or second chance, like, activate. So, like, you're just playing a different game. So that player going to crit, probably just a completely different KH player. But if you're a KH player who plays a lot of crit, yo, Raymond, thank you so much for the roses. If you're a player that plays, like, a lot of crit, a lot of level 1, you view Kingdom Hearts as kind of differently combat-wise. And it's cool. It's why we praise it so much. Like, KH2, this game is so fun on higher difficulties. My only criticism for KH2 on higher difficulties, I wish level 1 was better. I don't like level 1 in KH2 as much, but I am due to replay it. I do need to replay. I've only done I've done one full playthrough of level 1, and I still have my level 1 file that I play on whenever I'm doing, like, Sephiroth, or if I'm doing any super bosses. That same level 1 file is one that I always reuse to fight super bosses. But aside from that, like, I don't... For base game, I've only done it once. But I don't like that it's kind of, like... I don't know, there's like, no real incentive to do anything aside from like, just speedrunning bosses. Which is probably fine for most people, but I do like in KH3, it's actually kind of fun to, like, do the fights and, like, kind of do some other stuff. I get to play the game. It's like a critical plus to me a little bit, because it's important to grab some food, to grab some chest, and do this and that, because it's like, okay, I get these items and these resources that are really powerful and really strong and help my damage kind of, like, stay up to par. That's what I like about it. I need to do another KH3 level 1 playthrough, chat.
My head hurts hearing you speak.
I know. You hate everything I just said, but deal with it.
Just, you don't. Hey, like, it's fine to like the KH3 level 1 if it's your cup of tea, that's fine. But you need to replay. You need to actually do KH2 level 1. It's the best level 1.
KH2 level 1 is usually the best.
Look. Honestly, when I did KH2 level 1, it was pretty close to when I did KH3s, and I like 3s, like, instantly better. But I just like KH3's gameplay more, so that's
level 1 is kind of a weird, unbalanced mess in places. KH2 always feels fair to me.
I mean, your damage is fine into level 1. 3s isn't
damage. I'm just talking about the, like, amount of enemies and they throw at you and, like, what they expect you to be. Like, you kind of need to play in a very limited way to, like, beat KH3 level 1 at a time.
I disagree. I think KH3 level 1, I actually think it promotes more exploration of some of the mechanics. Mostly because, like, on crit, I mean, everything does damage on regular crit or when you're doing levels. Like, you're kind of... I was talking about this on stream the other day. You kind of do too much damage, to be honest, on, like, regular difficulties for KH3. Level 1's, like, the complete opposite. So... little things, for example, Dylan, like, Guardian forms are very powerful, not only because, Counter Shield is obviously broken and really strong. You get a lot of damage out of Counter Shield, but also just being in the form. Just being in the form instantly gives you once more second chance. So it's like you can use it kind of defensively. Like, if you feel like you're about to get hit, you feel like you're in a more unstable environment, like a mob fight, a nobody mob fight or something like that. it's very good to use that because that form not only does just some good AoE with its combos, but you also have like once more second chance proc. You're not getting like one shot or anything. Using resources in KH3 level 1 to also like kind of group up enemies a lot more because you're not insta killing them from just every attack you do like in other forms or like in base difficulty is just really valuable. I feel like I end up using more of the game's resources or more of the game's mechanics on level 1 than I do in the base game. Because in base game, like I played through half of KH3 in an hour and a half yesterday because I'm recording a video about why Ever After's stupid broken, and I've just been spamming Ever After like through all the worlds, and it's it's so dumb how broken that Keyblade is, man. It's so stupid. I don't know. There's a lot of things I value about it. Now, I'm not going to knock KH2's. KH2's level 1 is really good. The only criticism I have is like the boss rush thing. Like I feel like KH2, at least the playthrough I did, I felt more limited on level 1. But I'm a better 2-player now, so maybe I'll have more fun with it.
Like some of the super bosses do kind of force you to do certain things. Like Zexion isn't very fair on level 1. Demix kind of needs to use Wisdom form.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's just normal crits. That's just a water clones thing. That's not really a level 1 problem. Zexion is the only one I could really think of that's kind of unfair on level 1.
KH3 on correct. You have to really
level 1 is kind of like if you don't cheese him, then you need to deal with his bullshit books. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
That's really all I can think of though.
I mean, I am due for a replay through of 2 level 1. Honestly, I am due for a replay through because the last time I did a base game playthrough, like full base game playthrough, was probably when KH3 came out. I think, funny enough, my best boss on level 1 is probably Sephiroth and Lexaeus. I'm not confident doing the other fights on level 1 at the moment.
Those are some of the easiest level 1 bosses. To be fair.
Yeah,
like, they feel very straightforward.
Yeah, it's because I mean it's kind of just I don't know. It's kind of just react, reflect. Like you're not getting surprised by anything.
Yeah. They always do this. Well, Sephiroth doesn't always do the same thing, but Lexaeus always does the same thing every single time.
Yeah, Sephiroth. Sephiroth fights funny. I don't really have any criticisms for that fight. I do like the fight a lot more than I used to because I don't know. I was grinding it out and kind of like short form farming it a year or two ago, and like it's kind of became like a default boss I just do whenever I'm bored sometimes. That fight's super fun to no damage, but. What is it? I don't like Flame Pillar. That's the only thing I don't like from Sephiroth and freaking. Honestly, in either KH. KH1 Flame Pillar is mega annoying too. KH2 Flame Pillar is also annoying.
Makes sense as just like a get off me move. You could always get out of it with Trinity Limit or Limit Form.
Yeah, that's what I always do. I do like I spam Reflect until I hit the finisher, then do Trinity, and yeah, I always get a punish out of it, so it's like, okay. But every time it happens, it's like, okay, well, I gotta use an Ether, I gotta do all this for Trinity Limit. Dude, Solo Trinity is so broken. Holy. Solo Trinity's great. Giga broken. Yo, chat, should we play KH3 or should we do another run? What do y'all think? Bro, I mean, on Twitch, it says I'm in streaming KH3 this whole time, and I'm like, dang it, bro, I forgot to change the title. I'd sometimes forget to change the title on Twitch. Very often. I just do it on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, it'll auto do it everywhere, right? I think on TikTok, I don't even know what my stream's titled on TikTok. I don't even know if titles matter on TikTok still. They don't really seem to. I think I just have it titled After Hours or something, or Rando something something. Play KH3. There will be no attraction rides in KH4 because people didn't like it too much, and Nomura will want to put new stuff in. You know, I made a short criticizing attraction flow, and I want to make a video about attraction flow as a concept too, because I don't want them to get rid of it really, but it definitely needs to be completely reworked. The way they did in 3 was just kind of, I don't know. Like, the concept alone is fine. And I even say some of them are fun to use, but the timing of them suck. Like, why am I getting... Like, it's immersion breaking in a lot of fights. It completely takes away immersion in so many fights. Not as much in Disney Worlds, but it does in, like, bosses. Like, why... Bro, why is... In my first ever time doing anti-Aqua, I'm pretty sure I got Pirate Ship, bro. Like, why? Why am I... Like, it just looks silly. Like, I'm supposed to have this big story moment with Anti-Aqua, and I'm over here getting the freaking pirate ship attraction flow. Like, well, what is this? What's going on
It doesn't
here,
make
bro?
any sense. Like, why am I getting a pirate ship in the dark world? Like,
Exactly. This is kind of dumb, right? But I think if they restructured it to work in a similar way, something like limits or summons do, that'd be cool. Like, probably more akin to limits instead of summons, or like maybe just another magic attack or something. It needs to take a resource. It really needs to take a resource, because they're too free damage. And I'm even afraid that even if they made them take a resource, they would be too powerful, and that would just be the only thing to use. Like, similar to how summons in 3 are tied to just your MP bar. Even though they're not real summons, I think they call them links for a reason, because they definitely are more similar to links from... They're kind of more similar, like Sora's links from Dream Drop. But they're just big damage. This is all damage. This is big damage. KH4 needed more utility, and it just needed more utility stuff. All the utility stuff is in, like... They put it in they put it in the game in ways that aren't, like, easily accessible to the player. Like, utility in KH3 is like, I switched to a Keyblade and I immediately did like ground pound finisher to stagger everyone on screen, so I could then like damage them. Or utility in KH3 is like, okay, I'm on level 1 and my thunder like stunned them or something. Like, I remember they did that whole effect thing for like freezing enemies. Thunder actually stuns enemies and stuff, but it kind of doesn't matter when you do so much freaking damage, man. Like, holy. Like, does anyone... Like, I think on pro codes it is kind of useful. I think in some situations in pro codes it is kind of useful, but bruh, that stuff just kind of... I don't know. They need to rework some things. Like, I love 3, but 2 is definitely a more balanced game. I like 2's polish a lot more, but I love KH3's player expression. Attraction flows for brain off button mashers, it is. I mean, they made that game for brain off button mashers. They made it... They definitely made the combat in mind with 4-year-old girls who were going to buy it because Elsa was on, like, the back cover or something.
the game is just straight up better when you turn off attractions on critical. Like, it's just straight up a better game.
It's 100% a better game. Like, I can't even hold you. Like...
It's like, I'm turning off a feature and the game is better. Like, what is that? What were they thinking?
But dude, like, I gotta give attractions credit for this. Like, the concept of attraction flow is great, because one of the biggest things that Kingdom Hearts never touched from Disney, because at the point they were in Kingdom Hearts, they touched live action stuff, they touched shows or like skit stuff with Timeless River, they've done the regular Disney movies, Pixar now, they haven't touched the parks. But probably the biggest thing, maybe even over the movies, that Disney is known for, aside from Mickey Mouse, is the parks. I'm pretty sure they make a lot of their income not just from movies, but from how, like, they kind of run the theme park world, like Disney World, Disneyland.
Is a big thing for the,
yeah, like, it's... You said what?
So tourism is a huge point for Disney.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, them including that in the game is great, but they should have did it better. They should have done it way better, man. If they do bring it back, though, chat, what rides do you think they'll, like, put in? That's a fun thing to talk about. We had Splash Mountain. We had
It was more just it was just a rapids ride. It wasn't really Splash
Was
Mountain.
it? No, yeah, it was rapids. It was more like... Yeah,
It should have been Splash Mountain.
Yeah, you're right. It was more of a... It was a rapids ride. I did say Splash Mountain. Rapids ride. Yeah, like the Cali River Rapid. That's pretty much exactly what it's like. Or we'll just... Whatever... Like, I don't think it's like 1-to-1, but that's what I think is meant to kind of represent.
I mean, my issue, like, aside from the like, even the teacups, though, like, all the attractions they put in the game are kind of like, you could say they're generic attractions that are in every theme park. Like, the pirate ship is like
Yeah.
the version of a pirate ship that's in every theme park. The teacups are honestly in every theme park.
Yeah.
The rapids are like, it's just a generic rapids ride. Like, even if you said it was Cali River Rapids, like, even for Disney,
Now
that
you're
is kind of
right.
still a generic rapids ride. Like,
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. I think I don't know. I'm fine with them if they just get rid of the whole mechanic. But if they could rework it. I'm interested in it because like, bro, the rides are a big part of Disney. But I don't know if they can implement in any meaningful way in the gameplay. I think the two best instances of attraction flow in KH3. No, I'll give it three. I will give it three instances. I actually think I don't mind teacups. I think teacups are fine, like in areas like Toy Story. Like that was a fun fight to have teacups in my opinion. And I'll say the two coaster ones. The two coaster ones were good. Yeah, what's good, BA? I think we're gonna do another run chat while we're yapping, or yeah, we'll do another run. Well, actually, no. Y'all said KH3, right? Play KH3, play KH3. Okay, yeah, we'll play KH3. Fine. We'll play KH3.
fine.
Fine. I want to play KH2, bro. The game I like less. A little less.
I thought you said KH3 was your favorite.
It is what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
I was saying I'd rather play KH2, the game I like a little less.
Oh.
I might have flubbed up my words, but I gotta switch scenes, chat. Bro, okay, yeah, me switching scenes breaks TikTok. It completely breaks it. Holy, bruh. No, we're just gonna do this. Yeah, we're just gonna switch it back. Yeah, we're gonna switch it back. All right, I'ma just. Dang, I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of don't want to play Cage. I know that sounds crazy. I kind of don't want to play it. I do want to play Rando, bruh. I don't feel like setting it up. Also, Deuce, thank you for the Twitch follow. I'm sorry it took me so long to comment on it. Man, oh man. Yeah, my TikTok stream crashed. That's insane. It crashed the second I switched scenes. All right, chat. Stream is going to like burp for a second. Give it a moment. All right. Should be back, chat. My fault for taking a little bit. My bad. All right. And let me make sure the TikTok is good too. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's the TikTok. Do I continue my KH3 playthrough though that I was doing yesterday? I guess that'll be the vibe. Your deadly challenge of KH3 with no new game plus. That's not hard. I'm basically already doing it. I'm only using Ever After and Counter Shield. Two Keyblades you already get. Gummy Foam minigame. Talking about Classic Kingdom. Alright. Why is my TikTok shot not loading? There we go. Yo. What's good, Light Shifter? What's poppin'? Reboot? Yes, sir. Alright. On Shopless or Arendelle? What are the battle levels of these two? Okay, Monstropolis is a bigger battle level. Anything but Frozen? What do you mean? One of the best worlds. I'm playing, bro. I know it ain't the best world. Chat, where does Frozen rank on your KH3 worlds list? You know, KH2 is your favorite Prodigy. Stop capping. I mean, it's one of my favorite games. I love KH2. Hey, bro, if KH3 had the rando culture that KH2 has, I'd be playing it just as much. Maybe, I don't know. Because I will admit, 3 has a long rando. Like, we have to figure out, like, a way to make rando. If KH3 rando can be consistently under... I'll say under like 2:15. I think under 2 hours might be hard, but if we could get to under 2 hours, yeah. Pirates is the worst for you? That's crazy. I don't know, Pirates being the worst is wild. That is wild. Now, would you be interested in a video where I ranked? Like, I know this sounds like wild. I did the wrong button. If I did a video where I ranked every world in each Kingdom Hearts game, not like in one video, but how to describe it. Does anyone watch Sandy's app? Because I've been watching him a lot lately. But you know how he does? Like, he's a wrestling YouTuber. But if anyone watches him and knows how he does, like, kind of predictions or ranking videos, like, he just he's literally just yapping. But it's like really entertaining yaps because he has a lot to say, so that's why it's like fun and interesting to hear his opinions. Like I was thinking something like that, but like for KH3, or just each KH game, just ranking every world best to worst, whatever. And it would be a long form video though. Like it wouldn't be a short video. It'd be it probably wouldn't even be like super highly edited. It'd be like podcast style, if anything. I might do face cams. I'm trying to figure out more videos to do face cam in. We'll do face cam potentially, and I'll just like put the world up on the side of the screen, put some gameplay moments in there. I have footage of every world in the game too, so that shouldn't be too hard. And we can just talk about it. Like I'll get as analytical as I want to be, but just go world by world. It's kind of yap. I'd probably stream it. I'd probably go through each world streaming it. But does that sound funny, you guys? Oh crap. I don't know, I could do it here too. Crap, bro, I'm messing it up.
Let's see.
There we go. I got it, chat. I'm so good. Look at this, bro. This boss is just out here. Do I still get shot at? Oh, I can still battle it like this. That's interesting. But hey, look. Another Gummy Ship boss skipped. Worst world's the best? Yeah, worst the best probably is more fun, right? Because ending the video off on a high note instead of a negative note is probably just more fun. All right, I will get through Monstropolis. I can't promise any other place I get through. Wait, I'm on regular crit. I'm on level 1. If I'm on level 1, I do need to do this. If I'm not on level 1, I do not need to do this. Whatever, though. Look how quick that fight was. You hate the Monsters Inc. world? This probably was one of my least favorite worlds when the game first came out. It's not because I didn't like it, but I just thought it wasn't like as good as the others.
Come on, fellas.
I do have thunder. Monsters Inc. is like the most average. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's not crazy good, it's not crazy bad. But weirdly enough, I do think this might have the best story out of the Disney World. You know, if you know, chat. Let's do another combo. What Disney World has the best story to you? That's what makes it hard to rank Disney World sometimes in this game. Like, why? Like, I don't know, because some worlds have better story, some worlds have better gameplay, some worlds have better, you know, I don't know, other things, I guess, better aesthetics. Like, if I, like, all the reasons I like Kingdom of Corona, or like the Tangled world, they don't have much to do with like the story at all. They have a lot to do with the gameplay though, and just the general interactions, but I also don't love the boss fight. I love the way the world looks. I love the way the world looks. I love the music. I love the atmosphere. It's great. For me, Toy Box. I say Monsters Inc. and then Toy Box. The rest are garbage story-wise. Toy Box, I think debatably, like, that world's going to age the best. I think in the future, we're going to be talking about that world. We're going to be like, bro, that world might have the best story in Kingdom Hearts because of what it ended up teasing. Like, chat, that is forever going to be the first world that Yozora appeared in. So if Yozora becomes like a main character in Kingdom Hearts, it'll almost end up being equivalent to if, like, imagine if Sora, instead of being introduced, or Riku, imagine if instead of Riku being introduced in the Destiny Islands, he got introduced in freaking, I don't know, Agrabah. Like, Agrabah's the first time you see Riku in Kingdom Hearts. Like, wouldn't that be so odd, but kind of cool? Like, wait, hold up, what? Not saying that'd be cool for Riku, I'm saying that'd be cool for, like, it's going to be an interesting talking point in the future.
Let's see.
Isn't there a lucky emblem here, or is it just a chest? It was just a chest.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem. Let's see.
Oh boy, let's find some more.
Yeah, Toy Box and Olympus were really good back to back. No, I don't think any of the first zone of worlds are bad aside from Twilight Town. Like, the entire first zone is pretty good. You got Tangled, you got Olympus, you got Toy Box, right? All three of those Disney worlds are great. They're more than great. They're some of the best the series has ever done. They're so good. I see so many people who say Toy Box is one of their favorite Disney worlds. Like, and Tangled is pretty liked by most people, I'd say. And then the second zone's kind of like... the second zone's pretty good in my opinion, too. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the most yin-yang Disney worlds ever to me. where I agree it is one of the best Disney worlds because, like, on paper, it absolutely is the best. And I say on paper almost as like, I don't want to admit it, but it's like it has things that are just as good as they are bad. Like, for example, why is half the world a mini game, bro? Like, bro, the fish boss, like the underwater combat, it ain't bad underwater combat, but you spend half the world not playing as actual Sora. You're either on the ship, you're in the sky, or you're underwater. Now, post-game, or I mean, I guess you can do this technically before you fight Davy Jones, but they don't really push you to do that at all. Post-game, though, like, we're at the very end of the world, right before you fight Davy Jones, you get access to all these different islands and different areas that are so explorative and different, and like it's one of the most fun worlds to collect, explore, and just kind of immerse yourself into. And the ship combat becomes more fun because it's more freeform, because you're not locked, you're not stuck in any fights. You're just like doing them for the fun of it. So that part of the world is the best. Like the exploration, the attention to detail, the care put into that world, just from an explorative standpoint, is the absolute best. And a lot more worlds should do that. But then it's like, dang, I have to get through this first half of the story that's kind of whatever. And then the story is also just a rehash of the movie with not that many interactions between Sora and Jack Sparrow. It's just, it is such a yin-yang world, but it's one of the best in the series at the same time. Yo, what's good, Dark Riku? Level 1 crit all pro codes run? Dog, I'm not gonna lie to you. Level 1 all pro codes is terrible. It's not fun. Especially for the base game. I did it without remind abilities too. It is not fun. I don't think I can do this fight. Nah, make the Keyblade more overpowered, bruh. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Andy?
Hurry! Help me take out these goons!
I don't know why I'm playing this like I'm playing level 1. Like, hold on. What am I doing? Yo, what's good, Amazing Sora? What's poppin'? And I died. Tragic.
Hurry! Help me take out these goons!
How come Mike and Soul don't say their names? They're called Heartless Unverse. Hey, I don't know. They don't know their names. Oh my gosh. Meow was such a clunky link. Yeah, bro, Sydney's about to make me try hard. I'm just like casually playing, having fun. Sydney's like, man, I knew this would be difficult for you. They want me to struggle. They want me to feel pain. Look, you so badly want me to not struggle? Watch this. Look, we're just gonna mash. What the? Oh, come on, bro. I really don't need to use my user immediately. Hey, look, I'll just spam me out wow and win the fight. All right. Pirates of the Caribbean was mostly a cash grab for the series to become more popular. Is it any more of a cash grab than like Aladdin or Mickey or any Disney World?
It's over. Go get him! See ya! Go! So long! Fire! Back off!
You guys are doing great.
So long!
I don't remember this fight taking so long. What do I usually do to make this fight go by faster? I don't remember. Maybe I am just spamming ever after. I feel like there's something I usually do here. I don't have food on either. I think we'll have Keyblade transformations back. I think we're going to do a mix of Keyblade transformations and dry form, but I do think it's going to lean towards Keyblade transformations. I think it's going to be Keyblade transformations with more dual wielding abilities. But KH4 is probably going to have something like newer. It should. Because most KH games, if we're talking about like the ratio of KH games that reuse mechanics versus like making new or just being different, like Birth by Sleep don't play like Dream Dog Distance. They both have command deck, but their command decks work very differently, and even their bosses work very differently. Recoded don't play nothing like Days. KH1 honestly don't play much like KH2. The most similar games amongst each other are the number titles, but even those games aren't that similar. KH1, 2, 3 have completely different like game pacings and the way you interact with things.
There's booster! Woohoo! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh my gosh, I knew I missed that one. I knew I was gonna die. Dying on the rails chat is like ultimate disrespect. Am I invincible when I'm under there? Kind of crazy. I'm not crazy about these rail segments.
Whoa!
In this game, they did too much with the gameplay, kind of too many options to fight with. I could see that. I could see that. There is a lot in KH3, but it's kind of why I like it. Oh, wait.
Let's see.
Good picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Prodigy popped in the stream for once. Do you think Gummy Space exists in Quadratum? Because Sora doesn't have a Gummy ship, I don't think. Which makes me question how they would travel
I bet we'll
worlds at
find
all.
some
Yeah, I'm
ingredients
curious
around.
about that. I don't know. You know, my theory is, you know that screenshot where Sora's kind of is looking at what seems to be a fog? My theory is that that might be how we travel to worlds. Maybe like a little fog pops up and it sends us to a random world.
Ramble sure does have us trapped.
Ow.
We've got to get out of the factory.
If you find a contraption controlling those things and smash it, that should do the trick.
Yeah, well, that was just a warm-up. The real thing's just starting. Why won't you just fail already?
Oh boy, let's find some more.
Oh, the electric room fight. This fight is pain, man. Okay. Yeah.
It's only a... Why won't you just fail already?
I'll distract them. Gimme. There. Gimme.
I'm gonna die. Oh, how I almost died there. I did die. Well, I cursed myself. Maybe you guys could travel through Gummy Space with their Keyblade. And the Sora even know how to use Keyblade on it. I don't think so.
Ramble sure does have us trapped.
We've got to get out of the factory.
How do I usually deal with these guys? It's been a while since I played KH4. I need to play KH3. Too much rando. Well, I said KH2 and it's KH3. We just switched over to KH3. My fault, Lemon. Nice. I mean, do you think they even have gummy space in Quadratum? I think there's reasonable doubt.
Pretty sure the control panel for this place is upstairs.
Chumps ever wonder what?
Oh my goodness. Well, chat, we're cooked. Down here happens.
Pretty sure the control panel for this place is upstairs.
I'm playing this like I have double fly on, but I don't. Oh no. Yo, Leo, thank you for the like on the live stream. I appreciate that. How you doing? I'm trash. Okay. I need to be spamming ethers more. What am I doing? All right. I'm so rusty at this game.
Ramble sure does have us trapped.
We got to get out of the factory.
I'm getting cooked. Might be too late. There we go.
It's over.
thin out their ranks a bit more.
There. Light.
This finisher sucks. Come on, man. No, no, no. You stay there. Get hit by this Ralph, man. I don't think he's gonna die from this. Never mind. Whoa!
It can't be.
That has to be one of the dumbest deaths I've ever gotten in Kingdom Hearts 3. There is no way, bruh. There is no way, bruh. What? What? That's crazy. Bro, that's the type of stuff people hate about this game. Oh my god, this is the game I love right here. That's crazy.
That was back off. Fire. Yeah. See ya. So long.
Why am I like forgetting wall running good things? Maybe I normally do Arendelle first.
Yeah.
Yo, Bloodborne Gaming, Yuki, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Or not the follow, the raid. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Hope you had a fun stream. Alright, spam and dodge roll after that, bruh. Severely decaffeinated and mentally dead. Hey, well, I appreciate the raid regardless. You have a good one.
Think we need to thin out their ranks a bit more.
That Ralph is so broken. It's so broken, man. BA, why'd you type that to somebody? I haven't had a sip of strong caffeine in over 4 days, so yeah, not fun. Ooh. I drink C4, enough said. C4s are pretty good.
Let's go to the dog boat.
Wait, I forgot to grab a lucky emblem. Who cares? I forgot to grab a good chest too,
It's a
though.
total mess.
I know, Mikey, but right now we just have to keep moving.
Start putting that fire out. We have spotted additional unidentified life forms.
I'm gonna continue.
See ya.
I don't know what I'm hitting.
So long. Take this. It's over.
Requesting backup. We need help containing the fire. Unidentified life forms spotted.
Character movement's really good when you're good at it. Unlike me. Oh, let me open the chest.
We can drop down from here.
Yeah, Star Wars World now. You and me both.
I bet you there's a lucky emblem here.
Yo, Aloy, if I'm saying your name right, if you had to pick like a specific era of Star Wars to be in Kingdom Hearts, like only one, like what would be your go-to era to pick? I'll put that on, sure. Don't need combo plus. I think they'll ever kill off Sora in this game? Nah. If they do, will be like when the series fully ends. I suck.
Deal with those life forms.
Original trilogy, 100%.
To the door vault, guys.
That would be the best for Kingdom Hearts in terms of like, well, yeah, that would just be the best in terms of marketability, money, everything, right? Story-wise, I would love to see Sora in the freaking prequel era, man. Oh my gosh, I would love to see that. Clone Wars in Kingdom Hearts would go crazy.
The fire is spreading.
Here we go.
Sora, do something. Put the fire out.
I mean, was this fast when I first played through the game? No, heck no. I have to use the ether in this fight.
Nice.
Does this do more damage at a faster rate? A New Hope 50th anniversary and KH 25th in 2027. Wait, is A New Hope's 50th anniversary next year? Oh my god. You know what? You're right. We might get a Star Wars world reveal. Hold up.
It looks like
Hold up, chat. That's actually huge. Is Square Enix that smart with marketing, though?
we should work together and find Boo's door.
I'm not even that crazy on A New Hope. It is a good movie. It is a very good movie. But golly, man, they be... I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Star Wars is so obsessed with it. Like, we can move past A New Hope, but I get why they're obsessed with it, obviously, because it's literally where Star Wars started. So I completely understand why they are. Hello, friend. I love Kingdom Hearts. What's good, bro? I'm a little scared about this fight for some reason. Crap. Oh, I knew I was about to die there. I'm so trash. I knew I was about to die. I whiffed that guard so bad. I thought I'd have more time on my form change to loop the,
We should work together and find Boo's door.
Why does Goofy say that here, chat? Like, is that a bug? You want gameplay on top? Actually, sure. I'll do that right now. Why not? You asked. Chat blocks gameplay. Let's see. Put up here. You know what? You're like the only person that's pointing that out. That's pretty good logic right there. Like for why I should move it. A lot of people would just be like, bro, move it. Get out the way. Oh crap, I'm on the wrong layout. Hold on. Do that. And oh wait. Oh, I have the image locked. That's what's going on. There we go. So move that there, gameplay there. There we go. I mean, I see it. Don't a lot of TikTok streamers put their stuff at the, like, put their webcam at the top, though? Like, I feel like I see that most often. There we go. Yo, Bats, thank you for the like. Thanks, this KH4 gets canceled. Not 0, but I'm gonna say there's 0 because I'm a hopeful person. Crap. This is really slow. I don't know why I didn't just go Simba. I'll just go Simba for this. He's gonna do another phase, so I was really slow with that one. Or not, never mind. Alright, I guess that was fast enough. If you spend too long doing that, he does a second set of hands. Alright, I want to see something funny, chat. Crap. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. I'm scared I messed this up. Wait, Ralph doesn't get moved. I'm dumb. I might have messed that up. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I messed it up. Whatever. We did 70% of his health instead of however much we did. Why did with him? What? Is he immune to thunder? He's not immune to thunder, right? Like, why am I whiffing him? This boss sucks. I think it's because most TikTok streamers have their webcam super small at the top, so the gameplay is above chat. And yo, what's good, Blaze? I wonder how many of you have seen that interaction before with the, with the goofy with the goofy team attack. Did that instant take him out of that phase? That's crazy. Yo, Blaze, I've been seeing you posting on TikTok too, bro. Your stuff has been popping up on my feed. Yeah, you're right. I guess people do usually have it a lot smaller. It's hard for me to tell like what the scale is for me because like I just do half and half like for my vertical layout on OBS. So I should probably actually look at how the stream is on mobile sometimes. I'm looking at it through desktop and the chat doesn't cover anything on desktop. Yo, Bats, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Sorian says a business is quite big with quite a few fundamental businesses in Japan. What is Square Enix's main like market? Is it, well, obviously it's games, right? But what's it outside? I'm assuming their biggest like financial stuff comes from games and then merch, and maybe the third might be what was it, Gangan manga or whatever it's called, something like that. All right, chat. I'm debating if I should go to bed or do Arendelle. Like I think I could do Arendelle in like 7 minutes, but I'm not certain. I'm not certain. Nice to see you streaming over here. Yeah, I've started. Do you stream on TikTok as well? I've started streaming on TikTok like, what is it? I don't know. I want to say somewhere around February, sometime during February. I only just switched to doing it vertically though. I used to only stream horizontally. But I've been testing out vertical streams on TikTok the past week just to see if there's a difference in how they perform. And low key, it's hard to tell. I do kind of feel like I have a different audience for vertical than horizontal. Like I see completely different people in the TikTok chat. All right, chat. What do y'all think? What do we do? Do Arendelle? Do the world? Meh. How long have we been live? Like 3 hours? Well, yeah, about 3 hours. Go. Alright, well, I'll do this. I'll do the gummy ship ride for Arendelle, which is going to take like a minute. We'll see how I feel after that, because it's like 12 a.m. for me. State of Play and Direct. Oh, did they confirm a new State of Play or Direct? Because I'm on the lookout for State of Play. When was our last one? Did we get one in February or January? I feel like we had one this year, but I don't remember what it was for, or when exactly it was. Manga plus anime licensing. I'm just saying, Square Enix could make a killer fighting game if they had if they locked in. HD games and MMO are biggest. Yeah, right now that's bringing in the money. They don't have any AAA games coming out, man.
Do you think the Heartless are after her?
Wait, let's buy some food. Shut up, Donald. I ain't trying to hear. All right, we're gonna buy a Koopa coin for this world, not for any of these upcoming fights, but because of another upcoming fight. The freaking sled mini game. I hate doing that. I find no satisfaction in the challenge of that. So like I'm cheating on that fight. Oh wait, hold on, we have workshop stuff too. Yo, inherently violent. What's good? Welcome to the stream. There we go. Now we have Erosa. Dude, that's another broken thing about this Keyblade. Why does upgrading it to level 4 give you a free Grand Magic? I mean, it's not the only Keyblade that does that, but it's so broken, dude. You can dodge the Heartless boss fight right before docking an air. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, we just saw me do it, so obviously you know I know now. Chat, I actually like this world gameplay. Story sucks, story's trash, but this world's fun. Like, this world has a good replay through. The replay through of this world is nice. Because I can, like, it's this movement. It's this movement in snow levels. I love snow levels in video games. Alright, Han, chat, I got an important question. If you had to rank these 3 types of levels in games, how would you rank them? You have, I guess, well, there's a lot of types of levels. Let's do these 3. Let's do snow levels, snow/ice levels, desert levels, and water levels. How would you rank those? For me, do I like water? It's definitely snow levels number 1, but do I like desert levels over water levels? I actually like the water levels in Mario. I don't like curvy water levels that much.
Sora, why don't you try breaking
Water,
this
snow,
chunk
desert.
of ice?
Like water. Okay, water levels being number 1 is crazy. Snow, desert, water, snow superiority. I love snow. I think it's because I grew up in an area where snow was pretty rare, though. So if you're, I don't know, if you see snow a lot, maybe you don't care about snow levels. I love snow and ice levels in video games. It's always so pretty. I mean, I like winter, period. I like winter aesthetic. Winter aesthetic is just nice. I don't think that's a hot take or anything. Desert levels visually are usually very boring. But a good desert level, like a really good desert level, and I'm talking like Octopath or like Uncharted 3, it can hit. Alright, so... Oh, I have... Okay. It's actually very easy for me to die right now. Well, we're recording footage for a video right now, so I'll use Ever After. Alright. Oh, perfect that this happened. Ever After also destroys armor phases. The city is a badass fighting game. They just need to add KH to it. I think if we get another Dissidia, they might add Kingdom Hearts to it. Now that like Sora's been playing Smash, they've opened up the floodgates for Kingdom Hearts potentially for fighting games. They might actually do it. This guy stands around and does nothing until you get close to him. Like he just won't interact with you unless you get close to him. I could do this so much faster, chat, but I'm just, you know, I have enough Ever After clone footage. I can just shot block him. Like I can just do this, but I just didn't feel like wasting resources. Oh wait, we have Donald Meteor. Let's kill. Ooh, I think that's the first time I've won a fight with Donald Meteor. Water, desert, snow. I don't know why. That's crazy. I think I maybe have PTSD from a Pokemon game or something. Snow being at the bottom is insane. Come on, man. Snow levels are so cool. Literally.
We'll freeze if we don't find a way out.
Y'all got me playing this world now, and I'm like, dang, now I can't stop. Oh. I don't know what it is, though. I feel like my movement's so slow. Maybe it's because I've been playing so much KH2. My air dodge feels so slow. I don't have a double fly, no aerial dodge, no glide. Like, I really want to Simba this fight because I don't like doing anything else. These fights were surprisingly not the worst thing ever when I did all pro codes. They're pretty tolerable. The enemies definitely had some attacks that were kind of like, okay, this is a little stupid, but for the most part, it was pretty fine. Yeah, I've unlocked Ultimate Weapon in this game. Not doing it again though. Well, I might have to do it on my PC file, but we'll see. I'd rather just mod it in.
And I think it opened when Sora rotated that pillar.
Let's see.
Good picture.
Depending on how the Heartless and Nobodies look, and in what way? Is Ultima annoying in this game? Not really. I just don't go out my way to get Ultimate Weapon just because of the type of playthroughs I do. Like I don't get much value out of doing it, so I don't go for it on replaythroughs often. Like I usually play the story, play Remine, and then do maybe do some bosses. But it's Ultimate Weapon and KH4 is just a lot of mini games. It's not even a hard synth grind, but it's just a lot of mini games. You have to do like Frozen Slider, you have to do some Gummy Ship stuff, and I forget what else. It's been a while. They're like the main two things I remember though.
That spin trick you did should work again.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I think the absolute worst Ultimate Weapon grind is KH1. KH1 has you like... KH1 has you grinding for Ultimate Weapon. Like those Heartless, like I don't know how people did it without a guide back in the day. I don't know how. Do I have a favorite nobody? Favorite nobody? That's a good question. I like Zigbar's nobodies a lot. I don't know if they're my favorite though. Let me think about that for a second. I may go with Berserkers. Berserkers are cool. You know that one nobody that's kind of like meant to represent Zaldin? That one's cool too. I went up here so I could get a Blizzard Cufflink. I don't think I'm going to need it at all with the way I'm doing this playthrough, but I'm going to use it. Those tall black nobodies look scary. Not the really tall ones, but the medium height ones. Black nobodies. Huh? I don't know what nobodies are talking. What game? Yo, you right, Elijah? KH's peak.
This must be the exit.
Not to know what I mean heartless. Ah, you mean heartless. Oops. There you go. I was about to say, like, black nobodies. That was crazy.
Yep, and tough climbing too.
All right.
We can do
Here's
it.
a little
Come
skip
on.
chat. This air step past everything. You're on this exact part of the game? Heck yeah. Oh no! Chat! I lost my Koopa coin at the worst time ever. Now I gotta do this freaking sled mini game without Koopa coin.
Nice picture.
Oh my god. If I die on this, chat, I'm ending stream. Okay, maybe not ending stream, but if I get stuck on this, if I die more than twice, I'm ending stream. I'm already going into this with half health. They literally snatched that junk. They're like, nah, bro, you're doing this vanilla. Get out of here with that. That's insane, dude.
It's closing in.
I hate this. I actually like. This is my favorite game, but like, this is the one thing in the game I genuinely hate. Like, I hate this segment. I get nightmares doing this, especially on crit. I think I'm one shot right now. I'm already half health. Oh. That's what this force game fight. This is one of the hardest things in the game. This is harder than Yozora, chat. Yozora got nothing on the dragon mini game on crit with no Koopa coin. This is the crap I'm talking about, bro. See, okay, look, I don't have headphones, so I can't hear when they're doing the laser. Like, I don't have headphones on. I can't hear when he starts the laser. I don't have the sound cue. This is stupid. I hate this. I either do this first try or well, I already went into the fight half health VA.
It's closing in.
I got this.
Bro, Sydney's rooting against me in the chat. They're like, get him, my heartless. Like, bro, let me progress through this. Like,
incoming. Watch out.
Look, I must have one cycle Skull later in this. I must have beat Skull first try, guaranteed. Like, I'm so confident I must have like cooked Skull. We're gonna beat him in less than a minute. There, you guys are gonna see some crazy strats for that boss. I don't know if I'll be able to do him DM-less. I don't know if I'm good enough with the arrow thing to do him DM-less. Let me focus on this. All right, lock in. Ooh, I'm in a bad position right now. I find it easier to like. Okay. I find it easier to go side to side and not jump if I don't have to. The key is to stay in the middle because the lasers will aim in the middle. You can kind of control the trajectory, so you can just kind of bop and weave left and right. When you go all the way to the side is when like they do the laser at these wide angles that kind of suck to deal with. Oh, see, look, I still got hit there. See, look at that. I'm not even good enough at bobbing and weaving. It doesn't end! Okay, I said this is easier. I didn't say it was less stressful. Hold on. And then they start spamming them, bro. Come on. I'm dead. No, they're done. Yes. Okay. I'm trash. I almost died again. Alright, now at least we get to have fun. One of the worst segments after, right before one of the better ones. I actually like the sled minigame. I don't like that minigame. I don't like the boss minigame. That was stupid. The fight itself was fun. That minigame during the fight was so corny, man. Bro, Sydney's actually mad that I didn't die. You got so lucky. Oh, the pirate's flying boss is easy. It's just, it's annoying, but it's easy.
Wow.
I almost died. Yo, I saw how much health that took. Yo, imagine dying to this sled minigame. Oh man, I need some health, bro. We're going down the health path, not the money path. This minigame actually has a lot of really fun routes if you play it like for funsies. You know, I should record me doing this and just, well, I'm recording right now actually, but I should just save this footage and put it on YouTube Shorts when I'm yapping. Like those GTA car videos, or what's the other equivalent that people do? Hold on, well, you guys know that like short format that people do? They have like Neil deGrasse Tyson talking over some freaking GTA footage. It's usually something else too. There's like this GTA. I don't think Minecraft has. I don't think they do Minecraft. Ow. I don't know. There's another game that they do it for, but I'm forgetting what it is. I ruined the fight because I... Oh, wait, never mind. They all came to me. Alright. First Kingdom Hearts game I played was Kingdom Hearts 4. You in the future, dog? Yeah, the bro does have a lot of health. I don't blame you. Y'all remember how long this fight took me on all pro codes? I literally spent like... I legit think I spent maybe 12 hours of my life doing this fight. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I knew I was dead. I don't know why. I'm like, I'm not great at dodging that. Did I get one shot? It's alright. We gotta redo anyways. Just start with some Subway Surfers. Yeah, Subway Surfers is one, or just any of those like games that are just big on dopamine. We got this. I think air dash is actually worse than just regular dodge rolling. Yeah, okay, the roar definitely doesn't work. Fun fact about fire in this fight, fire insta staggers them. Doesn't matter what they're doing, what attack, what animation, fire will insta stagger them. It's almost like the Marluxia Nobody's Entangled.
What?
I love how Simba evolved in the first KH, or in the games. He is a normal summon in the third. He is a behemoth made of fire. I actually don't like Simba's summon that much in KH 3. I don't like summons that much in this game at all because they're all damage. There's no utility. Like KH3, you had, or KH2, you had a damage summon. You had like a summon that gave you infinite MP. You had a summon that like gave you extra life, like Peter Pan.
Huh?
Yep, that's Olaf's voice.
No, you just had more like variety in how you use summons, but then this game was like, yeah, let's just make them all damaged. I mean, I guess they're not actually summons, but
I
they're
can
links.
hear you. You're getting
They're more
closer.
equivalent to links and green drop, but still, man, this is kind of lame. I think the most fun summon to use is Ralph and then Stitch. Kingdom Hearts 4 secretly GTA 6. Yeah, that's hype. How hard was KH1 for you? I think KH1's a pretty difficult game. It can be pretty hard. Especially we're playing on the hardest difficulty. And it does depend on what route you go through. Nowadays, it's not like the hardest thing ever, unless I decide to do a magic route, which I'm not used to. But when I was younger, yeah, that game was pretty difficult. Like, I got stuck on some fights. I got seriously stuck on some fights. Like, I had to revisit those fights, like, after weeks. I legit was stuck on Riku Ansem as a kid for, like, maybe months. I don't know. I don't know if it was actually months, because time dilation as a kid, just time hits different when you're younger. But it was a while, man. Like, I wasn't able to sit down and play a game all day unless it was summer. So I'm playing mostly on weekends, and then playing for like a couple of hours before, you know, your parents ask you to do something, or like your siblings, you know, want to grab the controller. It's like, it's hard to learn a fight in that setting. Nowadays, it's like, I'll grind Yuzora until I beat it. Like, I'll probably beat him that day, but it was going to take me a while. But as a kid, man, it was like, I can't adapt as well because I'm a kid, I'm mashing, you know, I'm not doing all that. But as an adult, it's like, okay, I'll learn this fight in a couple of hours, hopefully.
You'll warm up.
Gee, nothing ever gets you down, huh, Sora?
Okay. I forgot how to move in this segment. I know I can skip stuff here. Oh, wait. Okay, I know why I messed up. I didn't equip double flight. Bro, that sent me all the way down to the bottom? Holy. No, that's right, we'll do the segment normally. Oh, I lied. Trying to do these little skips and I'm messing them up. There we go. Messed that one up too, but messed it up less. Yo, bro, bro, I looked over at my screen. I'm like, yo, thank you for the follow. And it's like, my freaking snowball. I crashed into the wall, dude. I just insta die. See, most of my deaths on crit are like that. They're not the boss fights. They're the goofy heartless.
Do you think Anna made it to the ice
Grab
house?
the jump. Run all the way back up there. Are you serious? Oh, no. Dago versus Mena starting soon. In what? Oh, who's Mena?
Me too. We better skedaddle.
And what's good, Yaya? What's pop, bro? God, this sucks. I have to redo all of this. Okay, now I understand what people mean about climbing the mountain. This is the first time I felt this. I don't think I've ever died in that segment before.
Just keep moving.
Not like that, at least.
Gee, nothing ever gets you down, huh, Sora?
Yo, what's good, Raymond? No, we're already over halfway through this world, and I didn't plan to be, so I guess we might as well finish it. Let me go faster. We'll be done with this world within the next.
All right, I love
think.
snow.
Probably 20. Yeah, I give it 20. Do I want to do marshmallow fast, or do I want to farm footage? I'll just do them fast.
We're back.
All
Finally.
right, chat. What broken strat do we use on Marshmallow? Do we use Wreck-It Ralph, or do we use?
Made it there yet.
Actually, no. This is probably one of the key fights to use Ever After spam on. I might just do that. I use Ralph into Ever After spam. I lied. I ain't doing none of that. Alright, doing this the entire fight. He won't be able to do anything. So, this is why this Keyblade is super giga busted. Oh my gosh. Oh, I dodged in time. I guess I didn't. This is level 1. No, but it could be. It could be, and I'd still be doing the same thing. Use Ever After, chat. Look, he went to armor phase. What's he gonna do? He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. It could be level 1. It wouldn't make a difference. It would just take longer. Yeah, look, he's in the air. He's in the air trying to get out of this. He can't do anything. He literally can't do anything. I messed up. I didn't finish it. Oh, I'm messing this up. All right. That's all right. We'll just get it back. I thought I was about to die there. I thought I was about to get frame trapped. Look, he can't do anything. Yeah, it's this regular crit today. Bro, get out of this armor phase. They're not doing anything. He can't do nothing. You know, this almost looks like the Roxas strat from KH4. Alright, we'll finish him off with some fires. Okay, never mind. He wants to keep going into armor. Yeah, it is a pretty cool form change. It is a pretty cool form
Snowman
change.
wasn't too friendly, huh?
Chat, was that fun? That looked fun? Was that satisfying?
Sure does seem to have some kind of connection to Elsa.
How dare you cheat Marshmallow like this? Bro, I didn't mean to do fire on a freaking bush. Chat points in this world are horrible and this game is too big, to be honest. Sometimes being a big section is exhausting. Yeah, it's rare for it to happen, but like it definitely can. We have to put more restrictions on you. This is unbelievable. All right, chat, here's some lore. So Sydney for whatever chat you're in. So Sydney in the YouTube chat has been like, they're a newer viewer. I don't think they haven't been around seeing me play KH3 on crit. They've been typing in chat for like the past couple weeks while I've been doing rando and KH2 and stuff. They've been like, bro, you gotta play KH3 crit. It's the hardest thing ever. It's so hard. It's almost impossible. And I'm like, you know, maybe for you. Maybe for you. All right. So this fight does require a little bit of. I will buy a coupon. I'm a lame. I'm sorry, chat. I'm a lame.
There's a mailbox in Twilight.
Can I upgrade this Keyblade more? Oh, I can. Dang, bro. I have 9 magic. That's so broken. We have a elixir. So what I need is this. I do want. There's a little bit of setup for this fight that I kind of want to do. What gives me the highest magic stat? Star Charm. Okay. High Refocuser, Elixir, and I'll take a high Ether too, and then we'll do a regular Ether. That's fine. I think that's okay. Well, maybe I do a regular Refocuser instead of that. Why can't I buy refocusers? Whatever, bro.
Let's send this off next time.
Streaming KH3 again, huh?
Twilight
Nice.
Town.
Dude, it's crazy because, you know, Rando back in the day used to be KH3. Like, I used to stream KH3 every day like that. Like, KH3 was the Rando. It was the after hours. It was the, dang, Prodigy, all you stream is KH3. Now it's like, Prodigy, all you do is play KH2 Rando.
It's getting worse.
I dare you to play KH4 on critical right now. I will do it first playthrough. I promise you I will. I'll do KH4 first playthrough on a crit. If they let it be available. Bro, I suck. Okay. Bro, I'm kind of salty, chat, because
we can use this shelter.
not actually, because I'm happy for my boy, but Violin had like a Twitter post about being able to do the Simba skip that I've known about forever, and everyone was like, what, you can do that? That's insane. I'm like, man, I should have made a short out of that. How could I not clip farm that? I clip farmed the Pirates world. Why'd I not clip? Imagine thinking crit's gonna be unlocked day 1. Did Rebirth allow its hard difficulty to be day 1? I mean, Remake was pretty difficult on normal mode. If for first playthrough it was. That's some pretty good difficulty. But did Remake have hard mode day 1? No. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, if they have crit for KH4, I will. The thing is with Kingdom Hearts critical modes is they are just more fun.
He's protecting
for me,
us from the
because
storm.
usually in crit they always give you something extra. Like, yeah, you take more damage, but like I'm willing to take more damage and have a harder playthrough with all the abilities they give me. Like, you get extra finishing pluses in Kingdom Hearts 2. You get to do a whole extra finisher. You get like movement ability in KH3. You get all these extra air dashes. You're not stuck with the level 1 air dash for however long in KH3. Like, hard difficulties in Kingdom Hearts give you so many benefits. Like, yeah, it's like, okay, you're doing critical mode, but also here's things that make critical mode more fun, because it's like you get to play more of the game earlier, so it's nice. All right, let me think. So, all right, watch how I do this, chat. I'm about to destroy Skull like that. Crap, I didn't. I suck. You know why I suck? I didn't shortcut it. I didn't shortcut what I meant to shortcut. Oh crap. Yeah, he's gonna DM me. Ah. All right. Never mind. Don't watch me. I'm trash. I only got him to half health. I forgot to shortcut my items. Well, I messed up the short farm. Now I have to waste a freaking ether on this.
Nice.
That's trash. Because a cool thing is, I mean, getting DM'd in this fight is actually not bad either. Because you refill your focus gauge whenever school does the DM. So like these things drop a crap ton of focus.
You got this.
Do you care if they bring back the KH3 crit magic bar for KH4? Okay, so the thing is, if you do a magic playthrough for KH3, like the MP bar doesn't really matter that much. Because with cooking, you can basically have your normal MP bar again anyways. So I don't care if they cut the MP bar in half. I don't have the elixir auto equipped. I might get DM'd twice. Alright, so I got the elixir here to finish the fight. Yeah, I'm getting DM'd. No, stop it. There we go. Bro, my Keyblade did not touch that boss. My Keyblade did not touch that boss. Literally, what was it, like 6 shot blocks? And that's all she wrote? I don't know how many shot locks it was, but that's all she wrote, bro. After it's so broken, it is actually disgustingly broken. It is like it's crazy how broken that Keyblade is. I like that boss though. Yeah, even though I cheesed the crap out of that fight, I really like that fight. I think Skull's a cool boss. KH1 is unplayable, yo. Le Buns, that opinion's kind of buns. All right, chat. Look. I gave y'all extra tonight. I did multiple worlds. I did 2 worlds. I didn't even expect to do 2 worlds. That wasn't the plan. What was that, like an hour and a half of me playing KH3? I didn't even plan to do 2 worlds, chat, and I did it. Would that strat still work on level 1? Yeah, it does. You know, funny enough, the strat on level 1, I think not only is ever after shot like was also spamming fires. That strat I actually mostly learned. The strat I was trying to do, I actually learned from level 1. KBM used to do level 1 playthroughs, and he had this strat of like, it would be arrow, shock lock, arrow, keep him in the stagger loop, shock lock. Dang, bro, I suck. I kind of do want to play more, but I gotta go to bed. I gotta pretend I'm going to bed. Thanks, Prodigy. Hot take. The shot lock shouldn't slow time. It is too OP. Should be like BBS where you can be interrupted. I think I agree with that, but it doesn't feel as good when it doesn't slow time. But I agree with that though, because I do think balance wise, yeah. Just got here, keep streaming. Hey, you might have to follow, and we'll be back tomorrow, because brother, it is 1 a.m. for me. I know y'all doom scrolling on TikTok, but I gotta go to bed, man. I gotta fall asleep. You know, I say I'm gonna fall asleep, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna watch wrestling videos, and then I'm gonna watch wrestling videos on my phone in bed, and then whenever my eyes close, they close. This has been a good stream day, though. I appreciate you guys coming out. Shout out to Dylan, Cavern, and Limit, who were in the stream earlier. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I guess, or maybe there will be a video. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, remember to be nice, be safe, and take care, everybody. Hold on, let me right quick before I already did my outro. You guys are in the post after hours now. Is anyone else live by chance? I have some like friends in other countries who are live sometimes at these hours. Is Nintendo up? Nope. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Prodigy, and you guys have a good one. Peace.